All right. What's up, y'all? Gonna do a quick sound check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Gonna do a quick sound check. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds incredible. That thing. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Where we gonna be at today? Where we at today, y'all? Oh yeah. Hey, is the comments on? Are you able to let me see. The chat is on. Thank you for joining. I'm working on getting IG. But I think I got the wrong RTM code, which I'll show you guys that in a second. Let me go to add Instagram destination, Instagram RTM. They switched my RTM for Instagram, which is okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if this is cool because if it picks up on this right here, okay, it is picking up. All right. I definitely don't like this. You watching? I don't like the gut. That's not where it's at. Like, I'll put the computer on my stomach. Let me see how this looks. Definitely look a little uncomfortable, but it's all good. Listen, y'all, I miss y'all, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We made it another year, guys. We did it. It has been a tremendous year. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been brands, there's been sponsors. Kufandi sponsored this shirt. You know, there's been investors, there's been office buildings. You guys have it's been so long since you guys, since we've talked. And I want to tell you, if you're watching this, hey, welcome. I want to tell you, disappear. go off the radar and watch to see what God has for you. I disappeared. I went and got my degree, and I came back, and let me just put it like this: sometimes you gotta just disappear, and then let God put you back where you supposed to be. A lot of times we just be popping out thinking we supposed to show up and do all these things, but we gotta follow God. My homegirl, shouts out to my one of my best friends, Tiffany Stepney. She got a book out. Oh, what's good, bro? And do all these things, but we got mute that. You owe me a game. Let's play. Let's play. Text me. Hold on. What's this do that? Hey, long time, James. James, let's play. Yeah, I see your message. James always talking. Yo, you know what I like about James? So James, I like James, right? James, I'm gonna put his last name out there. James Robinson. That's my new. I'm gonna put him out there. We went to high school together, right? And when I was talking about you gotta disappear, um, I haven't been social because I have social anxiety, right? So I haven't been social. So like when I got social again, I'm like, me and my boy, we playing like chess, and I'm like, yo, bro is like so competitive. It was cool because it was like, yo, I haven't had to be competitive in so long. And I was just playing for fun. Like I was just playing chess for fun. But he was like so competitive. But I love it because sometimes as lions, we need we need other lions to go and catch a gazelle before us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see other people. Sometimes we gotta compete. We sometimes we gotta compete, y'all. And I know we don't want to say that. We don't want to compete, but we gotta be competitive. My boy was hella competitive in the chess match. And that's for those who, if you're on my Facebook Live, you see him asking me about chess. How was that chess game alone? What he say? He said, he talking smack. How's that chess game coming? So I guess I haven't responded in a while. But so, bro, like I am not making no excuses. Like, you know, it's no joke. Like, it's no joke out here in these streets, brother. Like, the work ethic is crazy. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming. I'm gonna make my move. Send me a text. So what happens is when I don't get messages after a while, and tell me if it's just me. If you don't get messages after a while, you kind of forget to respond. You know what I'm saying? You just be going and going and going, but then you don't I don't know how to explain it, but if you don't say nothing, and I don't say nothing, and then don't nothing get said, or if I forget to respond and you don't nudge me, like you just nudge me right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm in trouble. I'm not gonna remember. I severe ADHD. For those of you that don't know what that means, on top of my typical ADHD, I'm also on the spectrum. So it's like, sometimes I be missing stuff. I don't even know I missed it, but sorry that I missed it. So why are we here today? We are catching up. Where my people at? My Vimeo people. So my Vimeo people, if you're watching this, we're on Instagram Live, we're on Facebook Live, and we're on YouTube. I think somewhere on YouTube, Overtime Sims YouTube. You can watch us also on Drip Van Gogh's Facebook, Eudaimonia TV Facebook, and Vivo Exposure Facebook, Emmanuel Sims, and Overtime Sims. If you want to add you want to start becoming a streaming platform with us. You want us to start streaming your stuff. Get with me. We get some RTM codes, and we can add your audience to our network. And that's what we're doing here at Eudaimonia. Like it's more than just I'm more than just a number. Hey, hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just that. It's more than just content, y'all. So hey Miss Kelly baby. Hey, yo, house, what's up, house? What's up, Tate, TP Games, Joseph Perezzo, Icy World. Thank y'all for my IG followers, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Who we got on Facebook? No, we so grateful, y'all. So it's been a while, and I wanted to check in because y'all my people. Y'all my people. Y'all been keeping me afloat for well over 15, 16 years of being in this industry. And I don't know, I couldn't have done it without you guys. I think without you guys, there would have been no reason to do it. I mean, I do it for me, but it's like y'all my motivation to keep it pumping. You know what I mean? If it makes sense. So y'all keep me inspired, and I appreciate y'all. Like if no one told you they love you today, know that God loves you, and so do I. You know what I'm saying? And we just vibing out. If you haven't heard, right above, you look up a good friend of mine, Brandon T. Jackson. He has a new show. It is hilarious. And as a producer, you get like access to certain things that most people won't get access to. So I got access to see some things and how it's going on, y'all. When I tell you, if you haven't signed up, you need to sign up. You need to sign up. Hold on real quick. Let me call this nigga. Let me see if I can get a commission link real quick. Let me see if I can get a link for y'all. But until then, let me give y'all the website. Hold on. What's the giant beta? Making. There you go. So they got auditions coming up in January. Right? I'm gonna put it in Facebook. You should audition. It's in LA. Let's make that trip to LA. I'm gonna put it in here for y'all who watching over here, and I'm gonna put it in my Facebook comments for all the actors out there. And y'all can't say y'all don't be acting because y'all be acting. A B C D E F. Let me tag this brother. My stomach hurt. Yo, who else? Now tell me if it's just me. Coffee send you to the okay? Does that happen to anybody else? Does coffee send anybody else like running straight to the laboratory? Why do they call it laboratory? Is it because it's a lot of chemicals bubbling inside of a pot? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is happening? Like, my stomach definitely feel like it's experimenting. Like, oh, shouldn't have had that. You would think through the process of elimination and all the scientific whatever that one would just go to. What's up, Miss Brown? What's up, baby and mother? Baby and remember, baby Andre mother. Okay, y'all know these names, girl. Baby Andre's mother. Hey, baby Andre. Yo, when baby Andre get 30 years old, what y'all gonna call him? Just Andre? Or when does he become Dre? Does he become baby Dre? Do he become no? Okay, whatever. Mr. Matthews. Hola, como estás, mijo? I'll put adding French to it. So shouts out to Monsieur Matthew. Yo, God, I was working at this school and they had a black Spanish teacher. Like he might be mixed, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know these days. But we had a black Spanish teacher. Are you mixed, brother? Are you still in here? Are you like Puerto Rican, Dominican? This nigga was speaking Spanish to the kids. He was teaching the kids Spanish. He's a frat. God, I'm not let him call him the N word. Go mob. But frat was speaking Spanish to the kids. I'm like, yo, they got a black Spanish teacher in this joint. What in the world? He had them too. He had the accent and everything. Close down, shut them. Me being this Dora the Explorer on for real on God. So that's Mr. Matthew just joined us on Instagram. And where you at? Where you watching from? That person in Facebook. Where you watching us from? Feel free to get involved. And if you're in Vimeo, come on over to the Facebook conversation, okay? Because I'm gonna be real with you. The real engagement happens on Facebook. So I know it's cool, but it looks a lot. It look better on Instagram. To be truthful, Are all things being transparent? Oh snap, my camera died. What the fuck? What in the world was that? What happened? That's plugged up. That's plugged up. What happened? Did I step on a plug or something? Hold on. This would have never happened with the Canon. That's all I'm gonna say. It would have never happened with the Canon. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna be jaded. It would have never happened with the Canon. Man. Just wanna go home. So IG a little dry. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little smash. Let me see what my YouTube population is doing. Oh, I'm in Safari. I got to make me happy. So that was a behind the scenes of the before you
So
go.
that
Oh, I knew I was hearing
was
something.
a
Wait, so where's that coming from? I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, why do I keep hearing a voice? And I'm like, yo, it sounded like me. But, I ain't want to get all superstitious and scare myself. But my mic apparently was on, and I was hearing myself. And I was like, why that sound like me? Oh my God, that startled me. Woo. How do I mute this tab? Mute this site. Let me make sure y'all can still hear me though if I turn my volume up. Oh my God, that startled me. Oh no, you can still hear it. Unless I got another browser. How do I mute this tab? Mute this site. It's not this one. Let me make sure y'all can still hear me though if I turn my volume up. Oh my God, that startled me. Oh no, you can still hear it. There we go. Got it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. No, I'm enjoying y'all company. Technically, it's on it. Well, it's feel like, wow, this thing says 6 minutes. Has it really been 6 minutes? What are you talking about? Has it only been 6 minutes? Have I only been live for 6 minutes? No way. How long this thing say I've been live? Since 2:10. It's 2:20. Sheesh. All right. Well, it was 2:10 when I put, so maybe a little bit longer. Oh, 22 minutes. I'm like, I know that wasn't no 6 minutes. I'm like, what in the world? Fo, like Beyonce. What do y'all want to know how to do? Somebody comment in any one of these platforms something that y'all want me to teach y'all how to do. I wish there was like a way when you screen share that I could adjust the layout, but you can't adjust the layout when you screen share, which is you know what I'm about to see if we can do? This would be dope. If this is cool, if this works, this would be cool. Let's see if this works. Let's say what in the world? Okay, let's see if we could do this, because this would be fun. If we could do this together. Well, this is all good stuff too. Well, this is a good video. Oh, this made me cry. I want y'all to watch this video with me. I could get jiggy with this. All right, I'm almost done. Oh yeah, we can watch this. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm gonna have fun, y'all. I'm gonna have fun. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So what we about to do, I'm about to move this over here for those who can see the full screen, and those who can't, let's watch her down there.
The League of Women Voters Naperville and Will County Now recently hosted a screening of the documentary Equal Means Equal to raise awareness about equality for women under federal law. About 40 people turned out to the movie viewing at the Municipal Center. A Q&A was held with former Vice President of the National Organization for Women, Bonnie Grabenhofer, and President of Illinois Now, Michelle Fadley. Conversation centered on the Equal Rights Amendment, which aims to amend the U.S. Constitution to guarantee equal rights regardless of sex. The amendment originally passed through Congress in 1972, but did not garner the necessary 38 state ratifications by the 1979 deadline. In March of this year, Nevada became the first state to ratify the amendment since 1977, bringing the count to 36 states decades after the deadline.
We're getting really close to getting it passed. We passed it in Nevada. We need to get everybody enthusiastic and showing the support.
Grabenhofer and Fadley say they believe Illinois could be the next state to ratify the amendment.
Oh my God. Could you hear the video when the video was playing? You guys can't hear me at all. Oh my God. Women don't have equal rights. I got a chance to meet Kamala Lopez. Oh my God. Could you hear the video when the CEO of Equal Means Equal, and women do not have equal rights. Tiffany, can you hear the video? So yeah, you can hear the video. So what I'm here to say, I'm standing as an ally. I had a chance to stand as an ally with and I was my team, my company, we got to go out and shoot live with her organization and stand up at the National Archive as we fought and we fight. As we fight, we still are fighting the good fight. And I'm sorry that you guys couldn't hear me a second ago, but what I want you to know, and I'm not trying to get anybody worked up or start any drama, but women do not have equal rights. Okay? And I'm sorry, I feel horrible because it was muted. Oh my goodness. And I was yelling and I'm being all passionate. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't get that message across. And I'm gonna try to regurgitate it again. But you guys gotta understand at this exact moment where we are today, women do not receive equal pay, equal rights. And this activist, Kamala Lopez, is stepping up to bring this to the forefront. So let's just watch this video again.
The League of Women Voters Naperville and Will County Now recently hosted a screening of the documentary Equal Means Equal to raise awareness about equality for women under federal law. About 40 people turned out to the movie viewing at the Municipal Center. A Q&A was held with former Vice President of the National Organization for Women, Bonnie Grabenhofer, and President of Illinois Now, Michelle Fadley. Conversation centered on the Equal Rights Amendment, which aims to amend the U.S. Constitution to guarantee equal rights regardless of sex. The amendment originally passed through Congress in 1972, but did not garner the necessary 38 state ratifications by the 1979 deadline. In March of this year, Nevada became the first state to ratify the amendment since 1977, bringing the count to 36 states.
Don't get too down. The world needs you now. Just know that you matter, matter, matter. Yeah. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job. Don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
I'm gonna play that one more time, y'all. Sometimes we need to hear this.
Don't get too down. The world needs you now. Just know that you matter, matter, matter. Yeah. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job. Don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
Just remember that you matter, y'all. You do. So before we get in that, we're gonna get into a quick video.
Ever feel like your voice doesn't matter? Let me tell you it does. Every single one of us has the power to make a difference. Take the Equal Rights Amendment, for instance. It's not just a historical document, it's a movement. According to a recent Gallup poll, 66% of Americans support the ERI. But let's not forget the challenges. Some people argue that the ERA is unnecessary because equality is already guaranteed by other laws. However, without explicit constitutional protections, we risk losing progress. Now think about the impact of activism. Every call to Congress, every email sent, and every rally attended brings us closer to making the ERA a reality. History shows us that collective voices lead to change. So what can you do? Talk about the ERA at home. Spread the word among friends, and let your voice be heard. Together, we can make equality the law.
Guys, we have to stand up for each other. We have to stand up for our rights. We must stand up for equality. Equal means equal. Go ahead, say it loud. So while we wait for that, I want to get into something else that means a lot to me. I gotta use the bathroom. So we're gonna get into this, and I'm gonna turn my camera off. Whew. Let's see if I can see you not watching it, you watching it on Instagram. I mean on whatchamacallit. It's gonna look better. Let me see if I let me just put it right there. Put some images right there to hold me off till I get back.
Hey everyone, it's Serlina Rose, and today we have someone real special for y'all. Someone who talked about grief, motherhood, love, a person who lost their child. I mean, real bad, no Young Miami. How did you come about this?
Woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm gonna fall in love with a crackhead because that is not my intention.
I used to think this was enough, just being here. Being with him.
When I started wishing bad things to happen to me, because I would sit in the car going to work and I'd be like, I wish a car would just hit me. If it doesn't bring me peace, I don't want it. I lost my love.
How do you think that all of this has shaped you to be the woman you are now?
It definitely has shaped me to be.
Today on Eudaimonia TV, check it out. Hey y'all, today we have Tiffany Stepney from Used to Love a Crackhead series. Now this TikTok series is wild, man.
Yes, it really is. And it's true.
And it's true?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a little bit into it? So like, how exactly did you come about this crackhead?
Well, you know, it's not like I woke up one day and said, I'm going to fall in love with a crackhead because that is not my intention. It's the whole typical, you meet someone and you think that they're the total package. They're saying all the right things. They're doing all the right things, but the whole time they were hiding a big secret. And so,
That he was a crackhead?
yes, that was the big secret. And it was very shocking because the whole time I thought that he was cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I think about it, it was with the crack pipe. But I didn't know it at the time because I had never experienced that before. Who does that? Who decides they want to date a crackhead? So I decided after years and years of this happening, I decided it was finally time for me to tell my story as a way for me to heal from it. So that's how we came about that.
So, what would you say to all your viewers who follow the series? What would you say right now to them?
I would say always trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it usually isn't. So that's the main thing. Just listen to your gut, not your heart, because your heart can sometimes steer you in the wrong direction. Because obviously, I saw the outside. Someone gives you a gift and the present is wrapped up in this nice bow, and then you open it up and there's nothing but trash inside. So that's my warning. Don't go. I'm not saying don't listen to your feelings because, of course, feelings do play an important role, but that gut, like that inside intuition, it never steers you wrong.
Was he fine?
Yeah, girl.
I'm sure he was. Hey, man. Say,
I wouldn't
man.
have been talking to him.
So, I've been listening to and following your series for a while. And how did you get over this?
Well, it wasn't easy because the heartache, the pain, the shame, the embarrassment, all of that I had to experience. And not to mention, at the time, I had two small girls. So just trying to like overcome all of those issues that I was dealing with and be strong for my daughters, that was a big part of it. So after that relationship, I pretty much just said, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm not trying to get out there in the dating pool, and I just kind of focused on my daughters. And I've always had the notion of if something's meant to be, it will be, and if something happens, things don't just happen by chance. So I was like, if there's love out there for me, it'll come. I'm not rushing it. I'm just gonna focus on myself, focus on my daughters, being a good mom as best as I can, and just continue. So I just took it one day at a time.
So, how are you feeling mentally today?
Well, mentally today, that is a very loaded question because in order to talk about mentally today, we have to talk about the things that led up to today. So, since that whole incident between the crackhead and today, I had two major losses in my life, and they were actually 2 years apart. So, my mom passed away first in 2016, and then 2 years later, my firstborn daughter passed away in 2018. So, that those two incidents right there just really gut punched me, if you will. So the fact that I lost my mom was very devastating because she was pretty much my confidant. She was my best friend. She became more than my mom as an adult. She became my best friend. We traveled together. She had the greatest advice. She had the spirit of discernment. She could look at someone and tell if they was about something or not. So I missed that when she passed away. I didn't have that anymore. I was by myself because I'm an only child. So I didn't have anything to lean on or things of that nature. So what I did was I immersed myself in work. And I should have gone to grief counseling, but I didn't because I thought I could handle it myself. And before my mom passed, I did go to counseling because taking care of an older parent that's going through health issues is stressful on the caregiver as well as the rest of the family. So at the time, my children were younger and my mom was sick. So you have me, the only child, going to work, coming home, taking care of my daughters, then taking care of my mom. And then she would get sick, and we had late night visits to the hospitals, the ER, calling ambulances, things like that. And so it was too much. I felt like I can't do it. So I went to therapy and I did talk to someone, and they kind of helped me. They were like, this is the time when you have to pull all your resources, even though you say you're an only child, you do have family, you do have friends, you do have coworkers that you have a good rapport with. So call on them. If you need a break, if you need someone to take your daughters out while you take a nap, do that. Or call your aunt to come and watch after your mom or her sister, things like that. So she helped me see that even though I keep saying that I'm by myself, that I really wasn't. But I can be hard-headed. So
And honestly, you low-key, there's an entire time I was thinking about having flashbacks of me and my mom having our moments and everything too. So it's kind of crazy you said that. I'm literally going to call her after this. I'm going to tell her all about this. That's insane. But so my first question for you, official question, is what was your life like before the loss of your mother?
so my life was pretty much
All right, y'all. This conversation is getting real intense, real fast. And when I say real fast, I mean real bad. No Young Miami. So now let's hear from our sponsors. Bye.
Imagine stepping into a therapy session, feeling unsure and overwhelmed. But what if you can walk in with confidence and a clear mind? At the Eudaimonia Project, we bridge the gap between uncertainty and empowerment, providing tools and guidance to help individuals make the most of their journey. Inspired by the challenges many face when seeking mental health support, we set out to create a space where preparation meets progress. We understand that the first step into therapy, it can be daunting. That's why we offer essential prep work through workshops, support groups, and educational resources. Our services are designed to empower you. From interactive workshops and support groups to comprehensive resources, we ensure that you're ready for every step of your therapeutic journey. Join us at the Eudaimonia Project. Together, we can transform uncertainty into confidence and make a lasting impact on your mental health journey. Let's bridge the gap to a brighter future.
Did you hear about an amazing opportunity to help shape the next generation of AI models?
Really? What does it involve?
Basically, you use your expertise to train AI. It's super flexible. Work whenever and wherever you want. And they pay pretty well too.
That sounds interesting. Do you need to be in tech for this?
Not at all. They're looking for people with all kinds of expertise, from creative writing to law, history, coding, you name it. You just need to be good in your field.
So, what would I be doing exactly?
Things like evaluating AI responses, rewriting prompts, and providing feedback to make AI smarter and more accurate. Plus, you get to learn new things while you work.
This sounds like a great way to make extra income. How do I sign up?
Just go to their website, create an account, and start the onboarding process. They even have squad leads to help you get started.
I'm definitely checking this out. Thanks for letting me know.
Now that I think about it, it was kind of boring, really. I say boring, but it really wasn't. I worked. I submerged myself in work a lot, and I did things with my daughters. We loved to travel. We always, every year, we would go to Disney World to the point where they thought Disney World was our second home, and they were like, "Can we move to Mickey's house? I want to live in Mickey's house." And that's how much we would go. And I was like, you know what? One day I'm going to work for Disney, but they were like, "Yay!" It never happened, because we're still here, obviously. But life was filled with work and the girls. So I worked hard, but I also played hard. And I was just coasting along. I had a few relationships here and there, but nothing really noteworthy outside of the crackhead.
So after you lost your child, how did you get through that grief?
Now that was the hardest because, like I said, after I lost my mom, I just kind of worked my way through it without getting real therapy. But when my daughter passed, when I got the news, I was at that point, depression set in big time to the point where I didn't even want to be here anymore. And yes, I knew that I had my younger daughters, but it was like I lost my mom. Then 2 years later, I lose my oldest daughter. I'm like, just Lord, take me now, that kind of thing. So I really had to dig deep, and I did get therapy. I spoke with a grief counselor. I was in support groups, and I had to realize that it wasn't just me going through the grief, but my daughters, they lost a sister. So, like I said, I was an only child, so I really couldn't relate to that part. All I knew is that My mom was gone and my firstborn. And then I started thinking about when I was pregnant with her and giving birth to her and then watching her grow up, and now she's not here. So it took a lot. And I am a faith-based person. I was raised in the church. So through prayer and going to therapy, that was the only way that I could get through it because I didn't see any other way.
Right. So, could you describe the first moment you realized, dang, I lost my family members? I'm really at a point. You mentioned your depression. So, what would you say was your breaking point and point to be like, I need to get help?
When I started wishing bad things to happen to me, that's when I knew I needed help because I would sit in the car going to work and I would be like, I wish a car would just hit me, just take me out because I didn't want to be here anymore. I was just going through the motion. People were asking me, how was I doing? And I can put on a great face. Oh, I'm just taking it one day at a time. And inside, I don't even want to take it one day at a time. I don't want this day for real. So that's when I knew when I wanted bad things to happen to me or when I was taking some medications, I was like, what if I just go to sleep and never wake up? That kind of stuff. And finally, I was sitting there and I I'm just gonna say it was God's voice. Was like, what are you doing? You have girls to live for. You have people. Why are you thinking like this? Imagine how they would feel if you're not there. And what would they do? How would they feel? Do you want them to end up like you, feeling like in this low moment? And so it was at that point where I was like, you know what? I don't want to feel this low ever again. So I did go to therapy. I did talk in group therapy, group sessions. Again, I prayed. I would talk to some family members that I felt I could trust, and I got through it. But the thing of it was, as I was being really hard on myself, and I was trying to make myself be better. I was trying to force myself to be healed, and I couldn't because it was like the more I kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to think positively. Think it's going to be a great day," then those thoughts in your head come back, and I'm like, I don't want to be that low because sometimes you get low, you can't come back up.
Just wow. Wow.
Hey everyone, it's Serlina.
So they're not gonna let me pay. Yo, they gotta stop. They gotta get their stuff together. Y'all, I'm glad that y'all was able to sit and enjoy that with me. Cause this is so powerful, man. Like, you never know what people are going through, right? And a lot of times people are going through more than you ever know. Woo! Hey. Okay? You never know. I'm gonna say it again. What people are going through. Okay? Hold on. Hey, thanks for calling. Before you're on live.
Oh, am I? Oh my God. Oh, hello.
What's up?
Yes, come to the meeting. Come here.
They want to meet. What time is the meet? Let me take y'all speakerphone. Hold on. Let me mute my phone. Let me put a video on while she talk. I didn't know this was my bad, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. This is a business call, y'all. Let me mute my phone and put a video on why they do this. Let me put something on.
The League of Women Voters Naperville and Will County Now recently hosted a screening of the documentary Equal Means Equal to raise awareness about equality for women under federal law. About 40 people turned out to the movie viewing at the Municipal Center. A Q&A was held with former Vice President of the National Organization for Women, Bonnie Grabenhofer, and President of Illinois Now, Michelle Fadley. Conversation centered on the Equal Rights Amendment, which aims to amend the U.S. Constitution to guarantee equal rights regardless of sex. The amendment originally passed through Congress in 1972, but did not garner the necessary 38 state ratifications by the 1979 deadline. In March of this year, Nevada became the first state to ratify the amendment since 1977, bringing the count to 36 states decades after the deadline.
We're getting really close to getting it passed. We passed it in Nevada. We need to get everybody enthusiastic and showing the support.
Grabenhofer and Fadley say they believe Illinois could be the next state to ratify the amendment.
All right, so we did that. That was great. Yeah, I want to show y'all a little bit of a documentary I worked on. I'm going to show the intro. All right, so we did that. That was great.
I'm cousin Angela Renee, ready to give you the flair on the hand makeup.
When I walk in the room, you know there's only one program per person.
Don't mess with the boss. You might get fired.
I may be small, but the Robinson Empire keeps on growing.
Over 80 years in the game. To God be the glory.
I'm humbly grateful to serve our community through our church and funeral business. God bless.
Robinson Funeral Home is dead.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's what I'm gonna give y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Is it still playing? Hold on. So yeah, that's coming soon. It's available actually now to watch on Eudaimonia TV. The Robinson Funeral Home. If you look up, we have a new book that is very expensive, but I've been told is worth it. So make sure you go ahead and get a copy of that. But yeah, no, it's been a blessing, y'all. It's been a blessing. The call has been real. Would like to review post, please. Okay, we would like to review the post, please. And any emails that are going out. Oh yeah, no, I ain't trying. These motherfuckers, they wildin'. I'm good. I don't need to be on no ego trip. Like, I need a paycheck. I need to feed my family. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So what's up, y'all? So what we gonna do? We gonna get back to what we do. Okay. Some sneak previews of some things. But
I feel like I look like cool and I look like shit at the same time. I don't know why. No, for real.
So you funny as shit.
Let me see. Just need to get my hair retwisted. T-Locks, where you at, man? I need you to retwist my hair. Sis, where you at? That's what it is.
Okay, good. We got an hour worth of 18. Hour 18 worth of here. All right, good. So we in the money. This got full battery.
Oh, shit.
All right, so here we go. So that's all y'all can get from that because y'all gotta subscribe. If you are watching at home, it should be available. So I'm so mad, y'all, because the other camera overheated.
What's up and hello to an amazing episode on what you should be getting for your stocking stuffers. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and today is the day after Black Friday. We call it Splashy Saturday, and we know that it's time for you guys to get your shop on. And you're probably wondering what I should be getting for my cousins, my niece, my nephews. Now, I was born in the 90s, so I was getting t-shirts and socks at a certain age, but I'm here to tell you that is played out. The old days of giving people things that they don't want is obsolete, and we're gonna go ahead and stop doing that right now. So I say all that to say, guys, listen, we have a lot of tough items here for you today, and we're gonna start off with this 1 terabyte SanDisk SD card. Guys, this gift is perfect for any holiday person, anybody looking, any content creators, any people that make stuff on a regular. This is for you. It has fast running speed, fast reading speed. So those who are using Pro Tools to make your content, or using Logic or Audacity or any program like that, you can create your content directly on this right here. You get what I'm saying? So you can actually save and read and write while using this SD card. And I think it's so important because a lot of us are like getting into the industry. Hey, Noah. Say hey to everybody. Oh, that's the truck you made?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. You guys gotta wait. Let me see this. Can I see it?
Yeah, this is...
Come on over.
And this is a part of it, but it's on and off, so it can go
pick up that.
Oh, yeah.
He was sitting on the thing. Oh, snap. Wait. Oh, he was sitting on the edge. Right there. He good. So, it looks like you made a fire truck?
Yeah. It's a fire rescue truck.
It's a rescue truck. So he went and did his Home Depot thing today, and he built this fire truck. It has wheels on it. It has different screws that keeps it together. I'm really proud of you, first of all. Thank you for sharing this with me. And it has a ladder that, oh wow, the ladder fits right in. Oh wow, it fits right in there. And that's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing, buddy.
But it doesn't just stay on there.
Speaking of children and having Noah here, I want to jump to a product that we use so often in the house. It's okay. It could be really good for new moms and parents out there who are looking to, keep their kids on track. For instance, Dada is live right now, so we're going to be doing live time. So this is a timer, and I'm going to have to just bring this over here because I thought that I would be able to go handheld, but these iPhones, they just be turning off. So I want to show you guys this timer right here. I'm going to put it on the screen. So this timer right here, it works really well when you're trying to get something done, or if you're looking to get your kids out the house or prepare something for them, or they got an activity they need to switch to. I call it my transitional timer. Now, this is a great stocking stuffer for moms out there who might be struggling with their toddlers, anybody who had kids in the pandemic. Your kids are super primal, they're energetic, they want to do things, they want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So this timer comes in handy whenever you are saying, hey guys, we're doing a transition. So Dada is going to be doing this live for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, guys. So we're going to set this timer, and this is going to be a part of our show today, because when this timer goes off, that's when the show is up. And we're going to try to get as many stocking stuffers as possible so that you can make selections and make decisions as you're picking your products throughout the holiday season this year. And we want to make it a little bit easier for you because we understand how sometimes getting those meaningful gifts can be difficult. So with that being said, the next product, I don't want to get off of this yet, right? Because I want to tell you guys so much about how much I use this. I have maybe 10 of these laying around the house because I'm a digital hoarder. So all my digital hoarders who don't want to get rid of your content, who want to keep all your products and all your digital stuff, your assets, this is the best thing for you. And I'll put that back on the screen before we jump off. And guys, I'm super excited. This is 27% off right now. And you guys know how the holiday specials goes. Go ahead and try to take advantage of that right now. That SanDisk 1 terabyte, perfect gift for your husband, your boyfriend, your lover, your side dude, whoever is making content, that guy with a dream, that woman with a dream, that anime creator, that content creator who likes to do cosplay. This is perfect for them because they can keep all of their digital files together and keep up with them as they go. So, guys, jumping into some literature, we have several books up here today that we're going to talk about, including my own book, The Cloud Season 1, but also I Used to Love a Crackhead by Eudaimonia written a true story, based on a true story. So if you guys know anything about what I do, I adapt people's real life stories into narratives that they can make money off of in the future. So, support Tiffany Stepney, her healing journey. We told her story through this book. And we're super excited about that. Now, this is a really good stocking stuffer because it's only 5x8, guys, and it goes right into the stocking. Now, we all got those relatives that may be suffering with different types of addictions and things like that, but we want to let them know that if you're in a relationship with someone who's suffering with an addiction, you can call 988, or you can find therapy and get help. But this book talks about this person's journey and how they healed through their transgressions and things like that. It's a really good stocking stuffer for anybody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And as we stay into our literature journey, we're going to talk about my book, another one of my books, yes, The Clouts, Season 1. Now, this book follows a Airbnb couple, Chase and Bay Clout, as they inherit this mansion, this high-tech mansion from their grandfather. And it's so crazy because he was so obsessed with Ted Turner, and it's on Turner Lane. You guys are going to miss out if you don't get this book. It's available on paperback, Kindle, Audible, and hardback. So make sure you get your copy now of The Clout Season 1. It's a tremendous title, and when I say you're going to love it, you're going to love it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the writer. I'm saying that because I love it, okay? Last but not least, I want to talk about one more of my titles before I get into anybody else's title, because, guys, let me tell you something. This book is not in the carousel, but How to Tame an F-Boy in Spanish is available, and it makes a really good stocking stuffer because we're not going to pretend like there ain't no Latino F-Boys, okay? Because we come in all shapes and sizes, and I just want you guys to know that there is a way to tame that inner F-Boy. Staying on the literature journey, as we talk about more stocking stuffers, we cannot go without mentioning a good friend of mine, which, oh my goodness, I guess we're not going to be talking about that today because it is not on here. We're going to just hop off the literature and we're going to get into some games because we all know F-boys love to play games. So first game that we're going to talk about, first order of business, is Paw Patrol. Nope, I'm sorry, excuse me. It is Animal Crossing New Horizon. Now, this is a perfect escape if you are an escapism person who just needs to get away from your life, your job, your family, your children, whatever that is. This is a good game because it's a real life game. It's like you still go to work on this game as if you were going to work in real life, except you have more control over the things that you do. You get to build towns. You get to do a lot of different things. And it's amazing, guys. It's a freaking awesome game. I got this game during the pandemic, and it was perfect. I was able to make friends off Facebook. I was able to collaborate and make a lot of different fun houses. I got to decorate the different places that I was living on. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, add me. I'll give you my code later on. But Animal Crossing New Horizon is a perfect stocking stuffer for anybody that loves to play games the way I do. Now, as you guys can probably hear, my youngin is in the background. He's never in the kitchen, FYI, but he's in the background making a lot of noise. So if you hear him, just know it's okay because we have things just for the kids as well. So Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups, Save Adventure Bay. Now, I'll tell you firsthand, Noah loves this game because he loves to play it with me. He gets to see his favorite characters like Rubble, Marshall, Chase, and they get to run around. The cool part is we get to play it together. And it's like he gets to play with his best friend Rubble, and I get to he's either Marshall or Chase, and I get to be Rubble. And he's like, oh, I get to play with my best friend Rubble, and I think it's so cool because you get to control your characters, and the kids get to escape as well because it's hard for kids as well. So Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups, this game is phenomenal. I cannot tell you how much I love running around Adventure Bay, and it's an open world game, guys. So you get to be in Adventure Bay for real. You get to help Chickaletta. You get to help Mayor Hoodwink and the different people as you go through the game. And I'm telling you, it is phenomenal, guys. So again, for those who are family video game lovers, that is the perfect product for you. Now, I'm going to jump off a little bit and get into some sweets because we have a couple of these sweet tart candy canes that I may have for a special person who decides to cooperate with Daddy's live today. Oh, yeah. Go in your room and don't make noise in the studio anymore. Which is cool, guys, because we turned our kitchen into a studio. So it's like, you got to do what you got to do. And one of the things that I got to do is do what I got to do. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to take a sweet moment of my time to pop in my mouth this sweet tart. Listen, for those who don't know how to peel candy canes, okay, there's always extra plastic in the front and in the back. You want to find a way to cut that, right? And then you want to peel the candy cane. And like sometimes you might just want to start going off fast. Take your time and slowly peel it like you're taking off the clothes of a beautiful, beautiful donut. You understand what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, because donuts, if you ever got a donut that you was at a party or whatever and had too much sprinkles, you got to take the clothes off the donut. You got to take the sprinkles off the donut and you got to just go ahead. So now I talked all that, but I broke the candy cane. But that's cool. This is okay. Because look, guys, what are we going to do? We're going to wrap that up. We're going to save it later just in case my kid comes back and he's like, oh, I want some candy cane. Boom. Got him. Boom. Right there. Don't have to worry about it, guys. So next on the agenda, we're going to be talking about, I ain't going to hold you. This sweet tart candy cane kind of bussin'. Where y'all watching from? Talk to me. Where y'all at? Where y'all at today? How y'all doing today? Any special things that y'all been doing that's changing your life? Anybody trying some new fitness traits, trying to get right before the season? Oh, if you're available on December the 7th at the Columbia Gateway Plaza area, you can come to the Maryland Innovation Center. We're having a vision board party, guys, and you don't want to miss that because we're going to be putting our visions together and getting our goals together. Now, as I enjoyed this succulent candy cane, right, I want to tell you about another stocking stuffer. Now, this thing is small, compact, and my boy loves it. It has a power button and also has a little lanyard piece that you can connect, which allows you to keep it on them in case they lose it. Now, I like this camera so much because it features like a regular camera. It looks like my Canon that I have at home. And it takes pictures, and it plays games, and it has music on it as well. This is a really good stocking stuffer for any little kid who's looking to get himself into the cinematography area. And I know y'all seeing a little pattern because you might as well go ahead and get him this 1 terabyte SanDisk card as well. Because listen, let's be real, guys. These kids need all this stuff, y'all. So I'm not even gonna hold you. As good as this thing is, I'm gonna have to lay off of this because it's sweet, but too much sweet is bad for your teeth. So we recommend Colgate Cinnamon toothpaste. Right after I finish this succulent, delicious, sweet tart holiday special candy cane, I'm going to have a teeth brushing extravaganza. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to brush my teeth, guys. I'm going to start my first layer with this beautiful stocking stuffer, Colgate. Listen, guys, you can put this right in there. Don't you dare. You can put this right inside of the stocking and the kids can get the brushing of their teeth because y'all already know we giving them these candy canes. They're going to need to brush their teeth. So I recommend this Colgate Cinnamon toothpaste. And then if that's not enough for you, for those whose teeth already rotten, make sure you get this Colgate right here. This one's for whitening. Now, guys, this one is strictly for whitening. It reminds me of when y'all remember, if you was a 90s kid, y'all remember when toothpaste went from white to clear and all that good stuff? This is some clear looking toothpaste with the little flakes that's really good for whitening your teeth and helps your teeth stay bright. Crystal mint is the flavor, guys. I'm not sure how much is good for your enamel, but that commercial told us a new word. Next on the list, guys, as we do that, let's go back to our timer. You know what, guys? Irony. I never set the timer on. So I'm going to assume that it's been about 30 minutes, and I'm going to just put 15 more minutes on the timer because I started at 11:15. So I'll put another 15 minutes on the timer. This is proof that this is a great stocking stuffer because it's idiot proof. You understand what I'm saying? I was able to figure out that I didn't turn it on by checking it again. And you can get that right now on the carousel, so make sure you check that out. Again, parents, if you ever need time and you're trying to get away from your kids, give them a timer. Let them know you got a timer. And as we talk about getting away from your kids, how many of y'all still say, go read? You need to go read a book. Why don't you go read a book? Listen, stop traumatizing your kids with books. Books are enriching and exciting, and they're a great way to get rid of your kids. To this book right here. What do you think about this book?
Good. It's numbers, colors, and shapes.
What do you like about this book?
They use numbers, colors, and shapes.
That's right, guys. Straight from the babe's mouth. Numbers, colors, and shapes. Would this be a great Christmas present?
Yeah, well, I just got that book.
See, he already got this book, so he wanted to think of it. He said it'd be good for someone else, right? So get this for your niece, your nephew, because listen, Noah is brilliant. My son is one of the most extraordinary kids that you're ever going to meet. And let me tell you this, be like us. Get stuff for your kids like I got stuff for my kids. I invest in my kids. I invest books in my kids. And you know what? We couldn't have these kids, right, without the amazing, amazing, beautiful women in our lives. So for those who are looking for some good stocking stuffers for the women in your life, make sure you get this right here. You're the one. Let her know that she is the one, guys. And this is a Bath and Body Works fragrance. I love when she puts this on and comes out the shower. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about. When you smell that, you ain't getting no smell. That is the perfect smell. So make sure you get it. Because listen, just a reminder that she's the one and that you ain't getting none, okay? One of the best fragrance to like say, dang, is it, yeah, nope. This is the one for you. Great stocking stuffer, just put it right in. She's going to love it, right? And she's going to wear it to remind you that she loves it. And you're going to be reminded that you got something good. Now, talking about things that may be good but may not be good, let's talk about something that people don't want to talk about. And that's, if you smelt it, you dealt it. So if you're like me, I love starting drama and starting problems at the family cookouts and the family engagements. So this Christmas, make sure when someone walks past you, you hit them with the fart gun. Now this is a mini and special mini fart gun. Now Noah loves this gun because it does all types of unique fart sounds. And I'm not going to give them all out on this live, but guys, I'm trying to tell you, don't get gassed up until you get this fart gun right here. I'm telling you guys, it's fun, it's exciting, it's good for the family. The kids are gonna love it, and it fits right inside of a stocking. Now you're gonna have to take it out the box, okay, so it can fit in that stocking, but it fits right inside the stocking, guys. And can you go get this for me? Go get that blue camera for me. I want to show you one more thing that I think would be a really amazing stocking stuffer, but he has to go get it. And I don't know where the rest of my my products are, but give me a second, guys. I want to. Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake, as I always do, but that's okay. We'll get them next time. So I'm not gonna leave you guys without talking about my dear friends, my good friend, and his book. And I want to tell you guys about his book because we have time. The timer said we does. We have time. So Jay Ellis, you guys probably remember him from Issa Rae's show, Insecure, and the other show. But this guy was phenomenal, and his book is really good for people who want to open up their mind to imaginary friends. It's like If but Black, okay? It's a really good book. I really recommend you guys check it out. Can I get some help? I mean, you don't have to. I just need somebody. I want to zoom in a little bit. I want to kind of flex. Hey, you see that?
Take photos.
While my partner is coming.
Games, take music.
Come here. I'm gonna put on. I gotta put on the carousel so they can know what we're talking about. You want to sit up here with me?
We'll take camera, video, music, playback, games, etc.
That's right. I don't think I added it in, did I? I'm trying to add it. There you go, right there. Boom. And it's a Cyber Monday deal going on right now, guys. So this is like a Polaroid camera. Can we zoom in on this? It's like a Polaroid camera. And as Noah was saying, it has multiple different features on it. It has music, it has a regular camera, it has video, it has games, and they have different buttons that are easy to use. You can tell that they're easy to use because they're real sticky, and my son's been using them. So what I'm going to do is it okay if I take a quick photo real quick? I'm going to take a quick photo. No print power. Oh, so the battery needs to charge. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, but I am able to show you. Can you take this for me? Some prints that did come out from this this printer, and it prints in black and white. And what's lovely about it is Noah gets to color on these with crayons. And if you watch my other Amazon video, if you click the product, you can probably see my other videos that I made for this. You can actually draw on these black and white photos. Thank you so much for that. So Noah, what did you think about the? Come on over. What did you think about the about that camera?
Yeah, good. But usually, you cannot just do camera. You can also take some video if you want.
That's right. It can also take video.
But you do not have to do it because if you do it, you want to start over. So if you use it, you use the video instead of the camera, then you're gonna have more. Then you can take video. Then you can videos. And they have colors too.
That's right here. Thank you. So the next thing we're going to talk about is this Xbox controller. I don't know how many reminders you might need, but get him that game. Sis, get him that game. It's like everybody got this pride. It's like, I don't want to get him nothing. I don't want. Listen, take it from me. Get him that game. And that's all I'm going to say. Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, get him that game. Go work them extra hours. Do what you got to do. So get your man that game. I'm not playing with you. I'm telling you what I know. Guys, get him some joysticks to go with it. Get him something to play with. You're going to regret it if you don't. What is next on our list? Now, we went down our literature journey. We talked about our games. I know we jumped all over the place, guys, but we have a couple of more things that we need to get through before our timer goes off. And now you can see the timer is working. And right now, you guys take advantage of that. We got about 5 more minutes left. And when that timer goes off, that's when you know that we've hit our peak. So one of the other stocking stuffers that was highly recommended was Spotted. Now, Spotted is an amazing game. It's there. Wait, only one matching symbol between 2 cards. Spot it and you win. Okay, and Spotted, there is always one matching symbol between any 2 cards. Spot it and you win. So there's cards in here, and each card has at least one match on it, no matter what. So this one right here, I don't know.
They both look the same though on the front.
They do look the same on the front. See, and it's child. You got to pay attention to details. So yes, they do have it on there. You can't see it. You okay? Yo, he all right? No, it's okay. Come here. Okay, he good. He all right. All right, so if you look here, the answer was the Italia newspaper. But so I want to play this. I'm gonna play this now because I almost didn't think there were any on there, but there were. So Spotted, guys. Spotted is a really good game. It plays on your brain, makes you smarter, sharpens your wit. You guys know, if you're looking at the carousel right next to Spotted, you can see this hat. This hat is a really good gift for dads. Get these dads something, man. Stop playing with these dads. Y'all always looking for the dads to go to work and do stuff. Y'all don't be getting the dads nothing for Christmas, man. Look, the hate you give. Speaking of dads, this girl, I'm trying to tell y'all, Star, her dad was a dad that deserves an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to go buy her dad an Xbox because I get him. I get him 100%. So The Hate You Give, it's an amazing book. I went to go see the remake of the book that they turned into a movie years ago, and I really loved it. It was really phenomenal, guys, and I'm just excited. So I'm not going to go out our literary breeze without speaking about the Clouts one more time. The Clouts season 1 is available now, and it's a great stocking stuffer. Yo, my boy, what you need?
I need that timer.
No, the timer's going to go off in a couple of seconds, and then that's how I'm going to end the video.
No, I'm not trying to do anything with the timer.
But I only got a couple minutes left on the videos anyway, so I'm going to have to stop soon. So, Noah, you read this book, didn't you?
Yep.
You read this book?
Yep.
What you think about this book?
It's called The Cloud. I just like.
Talk to the camera. Tell us what you thought about it.
I thought it was gonna be wild, but it wasn't. It was crazy.
All right, guys, and that's our time. Thank you for choosing us and spending your afternoon with us. Get you this timer. Get you some holiday cheer.
Turn it off.
Remember that you can be anything you put your mind to.
Turn it off.
As long as you don't mind to. Get you a copy of this timer, and thank you guys for joining. My name is Emmanuel Sims, and this is the Stocking Stuffer wrap up. Go get these stocking stuffers. Go get them. Go get it.
The light is blinking.
I know, baby. That's why I'm trying to stop the video. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay, so that is done. Woo! It's just me, myself, and I. So I wanted to do something fun with you guys today. While I wait for some tasks to pop up, and I was trying to think what needed to be done outside of, what already was or wasn't done. And I had high intention and high hopes to do it a certain way. And, life be life, and then, oh my God, the irony of that is in the process of accommodation, like, nothing ends up being accommodated. Ugh. It's like, you do all this work, and it's like, oh God. I connected from the true life of an entrepreneur. How many coffees do you gotta drink to wake up? Oh my God.
All right. I'm charging up the batteries. The other camera's at home. That's how you know it's a team effort. Man. Renegade. All right, so what I'm gonna do? Are you still watching? I'm gonna put some content on the screen for y'all real quick.
I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and multiply them. And I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them evermore. My tabernacle shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their God and they shall be my people. Ezekiel 37. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them evermore. Look. The land of the Lord was upon me, and he carried out the spirit of the Lord, and he set me in the midst of the valley, which was in a land full of bones, and he caused me to pass them around about. Behold, so many bones in this valley now. So he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? Oh Lord, thou know if. Then again, he said, go on, make them live. Oh ye dry bones, did you hear? And thus said the Lord, they started getting skin. They started breathing air. I prophesied the wind. Son of man, call off the breath the wind. And speak both of them, all of the slain may live. So I did, just as he commanded. And breath came to them, and all the bones lived. And you say unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will take the children of Israel amongst the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in a land upon mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king of them, and they shall be no more two nations. Therefore prophesy unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold my people, I will open your graves, take you out of them graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. And you should know that the Lord who brought you out of them graves and gave you spirit of your own, the Lord has spoken and performed. The Lord came to me once again, saying, moreover thou son of man, hand, take the
Hey, what's up, kiddo? What are you watching?
Some multi-TV kids.
Cool. How was school today?
Great, Dad. Learned some really cool stuff.
That is terrific. Tell me what you learned.
Well, we talked about irony and literature.
Irony, huh? That seems a little advanced for an 11-year-old, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was kind of tricky, but my teacher said it's really important for us to understand.
That's a great attitude. Definitely knowing irony could be very important. Do you have any examples?
Teacher said a good example of irony is when something is said to be something, but it's the exact opposite.
Ironic. Do you have any examples of that?
Sure. Life can be so unpredictable is an example of irony. After all, it seems like the more we plan, the less likely things are going according to plan.
That's so true. It's amazing how ironic life can be sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. You want to know what else is ironic?
What's that?
I think it's ironic that even though life can be complicated, is that some of the things that we need can be found in like the simplest places.
That's a really good point, Dad.
Nah, man, of course. That's why it's important to take the time to focus on the things that really matter. Love you, man. Get some rest. Don't be up watching this. But you know what? It's OTTV. I guess you go watch it all night. Later. And you know how they say that bad credit can like break you? Well, my credit's been breaking me down for a while now. My credit's so bad that Audible be freezing my account. I might get up at like 3 in the morning. I might try to do like a, nightly read. My little Socrates, my little Plato's, with my little Age of Enlightenment. Just to find out I'm locked out the account. Every time I log into their app, it's like I'm being rejected. I'm like, damn, this must be what Kanye West felt like when they locked him out of his account. And then I wake up and like, you're not a god. You may not consider $75 million freeze to be equivalent as my Audible freeze. Well, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more you're worth. And you know what? When I die, you know what's gonna go on me, buddy? That's right, those degrees. Yo, thank you, Chicago. That's my time. I'm Drip Van Gogh. Love you guys. Make sure you tune in. Book me at the city. I think I'm funny too with Overtime Sims. Catch up with y'all later. Drippity, drippity.
What is your why? The reason that you wake up and try to make a difference and reach the sky. Let's hear your story. Don't be shy, cause everybody got a reason to fly. What is your why?
Okay. So my name is Jada. I'm 27 years old. I am from Baltimore, born and raised. I have went to college at Bethune-Cookman University. That's in Daytona Beach, Florida. I've lived a bunch of different places, but I keep ending up here. This is just one of those places where you can get it out of the mud. You can make some money for sure. If you don't know how to make money other places, this is one place you'll be able to come in and be on your feet and be okay.
What is your why? The reason that you wake up and try to make a difference and reach the sky. Let's hear your story. Don't be shy, cause everybody got a reason to fly. What is your why?
Stacy drove, and she did terrible. I mean, bro, she was driving. Y'all know when y'all drive off the lane and y'all hear that little that's when it's time for y'all to get back into the lane. Yeah, she ain't do that. She stayed. Speeds up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I passed out on the couch. Everybody went to bed. I get up. I'm saying, okay, I need to go to bed. So I went to bed. Before I went to bed, I went to go use the bathroom. But tell me when I get to the bathroom, bro, I don't know who used the bathroom, but they just left shit in there for sure, and it was terrible. And I tried to flush him 3-4 times. It was not going at all. I said, you know what? I'm too tired. I'm gonna deal with it later. So I went to bed, and here we are today.
And relationships are hard, mostly because you fight about dumb shit, right? Picking up stuff around the house, paying bills, not getting enough sex, paying bills, not getting enough sex, paying bills. And women are way smarter than us when it comes to not paying bills. They like to challenge our egos. My ex, she said to me one day, "Oh, babe, let's play a game." I'm like, "Oh shit, is it strip poker? No. Is it strip Uno? No. Is it strip dinner? No." I complain about sex a lot, or the lack thereof. But she hit me with this. She said, "How about we do this? Whoever gets the bill first pays it." I'm like, whoa, what do you mean by this? Well, whoever comes home and finds the bill, because sometimes I come home before you, sometimes you come home before me, and there's mail here. So whoever gets to the bill first pays it. I mean, she would go weeks sitting in the car for hours because I would be sitting in the bushes hoping that she would come home first and like she would see me because I was like not as smart as her. So one day I got smart, I guess, right? I picked up all the bills, all the mail, because they've been piling around the house. We just walk past it. Hey, I thought you ain't see shit. It got to the point where we got tired of waiting outside, so we would come in the house and walk past it. as if it wasn't there. Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Lights be flickering and shit. You know, you see that? No, did you? Nah, everything's fine over here. It's peachy and cream. Matter of fact, I was thinking about pulling out some candles to set the mood. You know what I'm saying? So one day I got smart on her ass. I picked up all the bills. I was like, fuck it, you know, because I had saved a lot of money not paying them anyway, right? And I picked up all the bills. And I said, I'm going to take care of these. And she said, okay. She walked over to the door, picked up one envelope. You forgot something. I said, what's that? Your student loans. Shit. Well, you got that one. I got these. You found it. You take care of it.
He told me he was different from the other guys. Lo and behold, we go on a 5-star dinner date that I paid for. Then he ghosted me. Classic.
Every story has its secrets. Discover them at howtotameafuckboy.com.
You don't have to go. I know I was wrong. I don't wanna see you cry. This where you belong. My feelings on my clothes. You is all I know. I know I'm far from perfect. I just thought that you should know.
What's up, y'all? Emmanuel Sims, aka Drip Van Gogh, and today I'm about to sign this deal with our new writer, C.R. McGregor, who is writing our series, Manny's Making a Movie. We are still looking for some new crew members, but this is the official signing of the contract of Manny's Making a Movie, which you can look forward to really, really soon. So, without further ado, let's sign with me. Today is the 8th. There we have it. It's official. All right, guys, get with the team. We making sure we take care of our artists. We take care of our writers. We take care of everybody on our team. Join the movement. In vivo exposure, Eudaimonia TV. It's not happiness. It's a lifestyle that includes happiness. Make it a great day or not. If no one so really love you today, let a God love you, and so do I. Dribbity, dribbity. Waiter, there's a fly swimming in my soup. What is it doing there? You know, it served the chef right. I told him to stop using a fly swatter to drain the broth. Y'all got some serious ass moocher vibes. I mean, I'm from Washington, D.C., and we got moochers on every fucking corner. Let me tell you what happened to me. We hanging out, chilling, having a great fucking time. And this girl's like, we should all go get something to eat. Now, mind you, we've been sitting out here for a minute. We all hungry as hell. So going to get something to eat is a great fucking idea. We get all the way to the restaurant. Stomachs is growling. That was his Corolla. This motherfucker ain't gonna have. Why people want to volunteer with fucked up cars? Always want to volunteer to drive. So we get to that motherfucker. This motherfucker here says, oh, maybe food wasn't a good idea. I don't even have my money. Bitch! You knew! When your monkey ass said you was hungry, you had no fucking money. You got everybody all worked up. Let's go get some food. Y'all hungry? You hungry? I'm hungry. Let's eat. This motherfucker right here. The audacity. And you feel bad. This is a good idea. But niggas was hungry, but wasn't nobody gonna say shit. So what you do? Don't worry about it, I got you. And what they ass do? I know this is a little expensive, but I'm gonna have, no bitch, you gonna have something off the dollar menu. The fuck? Beggars cannot be choosy, that's why they made the saying, bitch. Oh my God. Ordered the most expensive thing on the goddamn menu. That wasn't that much of a good suggestion. Thank you, but no thanks, bitch.
Living room comedy like never before.
I got my son in private school so I can meet him a new stepmom.
Brings a whole new type of laughs. Yeah, fake laughs.
The only issue was I was still married.
From the writers of I Think I'm Funny and I Think I'm Funny Too.
This one time I was high shit at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and I met this girl named Lasagna. That's it, I thought that was funny. It was just ironic. She had like this Italian-ass name, and this Mexican-ass restaurant.
Presents I Still Think I'm Funny by Overtime Sims.
In this ghetto-ass Temple Hills parking lot.
Pre-order your download tickets April 30th at tripbango.com. I don't know about you, I just know I came to.
You ever catch a fight over Eastover?
Don't smoke weed. It's addictive. And once you start, you can't stop unless you don't have money. But the only issue is once you've started smoking weed, you've tapped into this thing called psychosis. So when you don't have no money, your psychosis is going to want to come around. Plug. Check out Overtime Sam Psychosis. That's a really good song. But it's like you get super fucking creative. It's like that's the reason why crackheads stay in business so long. You understand? Like not having money ain't never stopped nobody from getting what they needed. Hence, the moochers. You know what I mean? But for real. You be broke trying to figure out how you gonna get it. First thing popping in your head, well, I could suck a dick. That's what she said. And what about the hoes that don't try to give you the pussy till they had about 7 or 8 drinks? They fuck up your whole self-esteem. You started wondering, am I ugly or something? What they do? After they drunk, come slide in the room all butt naked. I may be drunk, but I'm ready. No, bitch, that's rape. I needed consent an hour ago. To give you all my love. No, bitch, you don't get your ass in the Uber and I'm not paying for it. Get the fuck about it. Put some clothes on. Titties all fucking on my floor and shit. Nigga still hit, though. You know that nigga Cosby be like, no, that just gets the woman in your space. So she can play with my pudding paw paw. Camille. Please pass me some ice so I can put in the picture. Camille, I asked for 2 aspirins. You gave me Molly. Hey, y'all, it's about time.
I'm smoking on that purple, real niggas in my circle. My pockets on 1,000 and my swag will get your girl too. Open up that girdle, my Ray-Bans on Steve Urkel. I own you like I birthed you, politicking in that fur coat. What you mean? Ho, you ain't know. I'm cutting on the rug while she sniffing on the snow. Now I'm up and let him go. Remind me of Lizzie Lowe. Pissy drunk like house parties, 50 bottles on.
This is real. I've been kidnapped. I've been adopted. Thank you so much for seeing in me what so many other kidnappers didn't see. I'm gonna have my own Amber Alert. I'm gonna be on a carton of milk. But they still do that. Do you know what it's like to grow up in a town where every boy at least is kidnapped once? Not me. You know what it can do to your self-esteem? To feel unwanted? But never give up on your dreams because look at me now. It broke me. I didn't feel wanted. Now you take that, Jimmy Jackson, because I'm in the stink hole now. I'm in the pits of hell. You're not gonna do anything to me, right? Because you see my value, you see my potential, you see that I was worth being kidnapped, right? Sir, I don't know why you did this, why you brought me here in this basement, but I'm so grateful. Hey, are you sure? We could have had lunch. I'm making a mean struggle meal. I'll be here in case you change your mind. Nice meeting you, Mr. Kidnapper. See that van there? That van almost kidnapped me. And y'all, if y'all really enjoying this show, I finally want to tell you about this woman who had severe, severe depression. To make life better by going outside and exercising every day, after a few months, she noticed a huge difference, y'all. Milwaukee, just going outside and taking a few walks every day. She said, now I know that depression is like being stuck in a dark room for hours. She said it's like waking up and being in a dark room for hours. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, walking out and feeling the sun hit your skin for the first time. So cognitive behavior theorists, they believe that what you think affects your mood, then affects your behavior. So it's like when we talk about mental health, we have to understand that it's an issue, it's a serious topic. So we got to be very careful not to offend anyone because our healing process takes time. But if you look at it as not such a negative thing, it can also rapidly heal, okay? So let's start with a fun fact. Did you guys know that mental health issues can affect anyone? So if you think that you're immune to mental health, just know you're not. You, your friend, no matter how cool you are, how rich you are, how popular you are, how ugly y'all are, listen, if y'all know y'all ugly, it's Milwaukee, all right? But it can really affect us if we dwell on it too much in our head. You see, mental health can be incredibly isolating experience where we shelter ourselves off and we don't put ourselves out there and tell people what's going on. But even if you feel like talking to people about it or think about talking to people about or shit, do what I do. I book shows and talk to y'all about it. That way I'm like, yeah, I don't know y'all. I can tell y'all all my problems, but I ain't got to tell this one person, right? It's finding an outlet to really get it out. It's important how when you combat pain with a little bit of laughter, how you're able to fulfill your goals in life. There's this thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It says if you got a job, you got this, you ain't really stressing, you can make your art. Well, truth is, if you're not handling all of your problems inside, it can prevent you from getting your day to day. So look, finally, just remember, anybody out there that's having these issues, take it one day at a time. It don't always gotta feel like you gotta spend all your day trying to figure this out. Take it one day at a time. You can start by reading an audio book. You can start by dancing. You can start by doing anything besides thinking about what it is that you're going through. Because when you think about it, you start seeing these imaginative stories. You start seeing all these different ways play out. That's called ruminating. And when you ruminate, you start seeing vividly. You start feeling the pain like it's real. So I want you to know, y'all, it is real sometimes. So it's important. And when I say real, I don't mean like, okay, I can feel the physical pain, but in my brain, I'm visualizing it, and my reality is allowing me to feel these things. So y'all, it's important for you to just understand that it's normal. So what's your name?
Francisco.
Francisco, do you know what the most common cancer found in men is?
I would guess testicular.
Close. Prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, good job. Thank you. So we start. What's your name?
My name is Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. Do you happen to know what is the most frequently diagnosed cancers found in men?
Maybe testicular cancer?
Prostate cancer? We interrupt this.
Like testicular, but prostate.
Let me interrupt this broadcast. If you not, what did I just say? Doing the work is the reward. Okay? If you trying to figure out if I do this, is it going to pay off? If I do this, is it going to be beneficial? Everybody's afraid to invest, right? We don't know if we go to college, if we're going to really get that job. If we go here, are we really going to get that? If we play basketball our life, are we going to get in the NBA? We don't know. So a lot of us won't even practice every day because I'm not sure if I'm going to get in the NBA. It's not guaranteed that I'm going to get into the NBA, so I won't practice every day. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of us are stuck in that same boat of I don't know. I don't know. You can't see it all the way through. Why is it when you vision it that
You could see it not working, but you can't see it all the way through majority of the time. And that's majority of us. That's majority of us. I'm not pointing fingers. I ain't holier than thou. But why is it that we can have everything that we need, yet still not have the mindset to believe that we have everything that we desire? Come on, somebody. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Don't hit me on the head with a baseball bat. You know what I mean?
Mindset is key.
Mindset is key. It's half the battle, because if you're not using, proper mindset and thinking clearly and making correct decisions, you're going to find yourself, if they say, look, that's a trash can, and you see the trash can and you're like, okay, that's a trash can. And you might think the trash can stink from past experience, past trauma. Trash can stink. I ain't going over there. But what if it's cake? Y'all remember that? Is it cake? What if it's cake? You know what I mean? What if the trash can is just an illusion and it's really cake? Y'all don't hear me. I say all this to say, y'all, perception becomes reality when we accept it to be what it is. Okay? Only then will perception become reality. Okay? So, getting back to it, let's get back to the point at hand, right? Because I got a little carried away. But it's all good. Are they gonna give me some more tasks? I got tasks coming in, y'all. Bet. Oh yeah. So let me go get my mouse. So yeah. So, but that's my point. It's like, I forgot what was we talking about?
The whole mindset. And
Yes, reassessing your mindset.
you use the analogy of trash or the cake.
Yeah, like, cause I remember being in school, and I remember when this analogy first came to me, and it was like a trash can, and it's like, yes, it's a trash can, but like, what if on the other side there was $100 bill? If you just change your perspective, it could have been a trash can full of money. But when you see it in your head, you've already decided what it is. You get what I'm saying? You've already decided that's a trash can. And in your prefrontal cortex, you're not acknowledging it as anything more than a trash can. So you don't go near it. You don't go and try to see what it is. You don't further explore, because you've already established in your mind that that's trash. Hey Denise, hey, welcome. You've already established that that's trash. And what am I saying? What am I saying about that? I'm saying that when we have a pre-notion of something, we automatically, in many cases, disregard it because we've already know what it is. I was doing this case study, and they were talking about how people who start trainings at jobs, they don't pay attention because they already seen this training already, right? Even if it's new knowledge, they automatically shut it down because it feels like, oh, we done this before. Oh, this the same thing as before. Oh, we did this before. Oh, we did this. So you get what I'm saying? Like, you automatically close off your perspective because it's something that you've done before. I love when I talk to entrepreneurs. They say, "Oh, we tried that. Oh, we tried that. Oh, yeah, we did that." And they so confident, and so we did that already. I'm like, and do it again, okay? Like, how did you do it? And they just shut down and like, we did that. And I say that because it's like, just because you did it and it didn't work, don't mean that that's the end.
Right.
And if we adjust our perspective and say, yeah, I did it before, so the next time I do it, it might work a little bit different. but we have to be free enough to adjust our perspective to say, just because I know don't mean I know. I'm gonna tell you, oh, you know what? It was a girl named Jada. You know what? She spoke. Matter of fact, let's watch that. Let's watch that, fam. She spoke on What Is Your Why? And she spoke about that in What Is Your Why? And she said, because she knew the answer, she wouldn't try. You know? So she missed out on shopping in those skills. What is your, you know, it might be on YouTube. That way I can pause it when I want to. But you know, YouTube been timing up. What is your why? Of course, a bunch of stuff came up that's not me, and that is so messed up. Let me type in Sims next to it. Ugh, that's oh, it's what is this? Okay, here you go right here. So let me go on Vimeo. All right, so I'm gonna go to YouTube and yeah, I want to go. I want to. All right, so I think it was this question. What is your have you struggled with setback? I wonder if the sound is working. Oh, it's working. I wonder if you can hear the YouTube. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all that's watching at home. I gotta load it up. I don't know what happened, but basically, you know, she said, "No, I'm gonna see if I can find it." Because that's so crazy that the sound wasn't coming through. Matter of fact, we're gonna just watch it until we find it. Let me just, you know, we're gonna just watch the whole thing. Why not? What is your why? So I'm gonna just add it to the screen. Um, her name is Jada, y'all. So let me just add this to the screen. Change the layout, cause you know me. I like being watched, but deep down I'm just watched. Getting my stuff ready to do right. Right. Oh, I like being. All right, let's watch. So this first question is, what is your purpose?
I feel as though, number one, my purpose is to be a mom. That's first things first. But to also just touch everyone around me. So since a kid, my mom has instilled to just help.
My purpose in life is I just add towards kingdom building.
So I make people happy. Like, so that being said, it just makes it easy. I get up every morning and do what I do, and you know, people are happy. You know, I don't really get complaints, and you know, people are happy.
You know, I've been a Christian all my life, and grew up knowing that only what you do for Christ will last.
I've helped friends come from Florida and brought them into my place. I've helped people build their businesses and brands and help style their brands and shoot their brands, photography and things like that. So I feel as though my purpose is to put my hand in each pie and kind of help everybody go along. How did I discover it? It's more so, I'll say something that's always been in me. Elementary school, I'm the kid that you could go to ask for $1 or $2, or I'm that friend that if I'm going to get a slice of pizza, you get a slice of pizza too. So it's just always been me, genuinely.
I believe in speaking those things that aren't as though they were. However, when my grandmother told me when I was a kid that you was gonna be a preacher, I kind of like saw that she spoke that into existence. Mm-hmm. And as much as I understand the things that's going on in the world today, I know that those are the things that matter today. The world's gone in so much turmoil, and the only thing that matters is what you do for the kingdom.
The motivation for me is just me. Like, I feel as though I deserve more. I have always wanted and yearned for more. I was that kid that wanted to go to NYU. I didn't have the $50,000 a semester, but I wanted to go to NYU. I had always had big dreams. I wanted to be the next Bill Gates. I wanted to be Duff Goldman down at Charm City Cakes down there. I've always aspired to be the next great.
Well, one, don't give up. And one of the things that I do sometimes, because easy does easy. And I say that all the time, okay? And what I mean by that is when you wake up in the morning, you go, oh, I got school. Oh, I don't have to go. I can go tomorrow. Count backwards, do something, get up, do something to get yourself out of that, and then get up and go do what you gotta do. Absolutely.
This was awesome too.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think one of the biggest ones that I had to overcome was myself. I'm my own worst critic. And, like doing that, and once you overcome that and realize that you are a good person, you are a viable asset to the community, you end up doing what you need to do.
So I'll say this is something that I'm currently overcoming, which is depression. Everyone falls flat and you have to pick back up at some point. And right now, I just started to do things that made me happy again. So as simple as it seemed, I went and loaded up The Sims on my computer again. That was something that I did every single day as a teenager. I needed to make myself smile. I needed to feel like me again. I started to create more. So I actually have a sweater that I created sitting on my doorstep waiting for me right now. So just redoing those things that I know I'm supposed to be doing versus trying to figure out all of these other avenues when that's not working for me.
Absolutely. You don't know my history, but ironically, I've been through so many challenges. I spent over 15 years in prison, came home and made a conscious decision that I was gonna walk, in the right way today. And ever since then, I've been blessed. I've been living the abundant life.
All right, so what would you say to younger you? This was it. This is the magic question, y'all. Here you go. This is what she said. Pay attention.
Stop settling for less, because you were created for so much more. Those things that easily beset us are the very things that keep us from moving forward.
Amen.
And while we're so oblivious to why we're here in the first place, chance happened to us all. But the reason that it happens to us all because we're not wise enough to know when misfortune will occur. So we're living a life and we're chasing dreams that's temporary. But if you're chasing a dream that's eternal, because there's a higher place and you were created for more for a purpose. Purpose living, a purpose-driven life have you reaching for things more than what's tangible, but supernatural things. We do what's required in the natural, but when we on a rise above circumstances and rise above things that easily beset us, we have to understand that we were created for so much more. And that's my mindset going forward. Regardless of where when I fall or when I get back up, because it's never about the fall. It's about the getting up.
Right.
Because the just man falleth 7 times.
Right.
But what makes him just is that he got sense enough to realize he can get back up and get back in line.
Mm-hmm.
This is for all of the smart kids in this world. Just because you know it doesn't mean you don't have to do it.
There you go, y'all.
That's where I went wrong. Every answer on the notebook, I knew it. Every answer on the test, I knew it. But because it wasn't challenging for me, because I didn't feel like I had to do it, I didn't do it. And that hindered my grades, of course. So you can go to your teacher and say, oh, can I make this up? But why didn't you just do it when you had the opportunity to? That's genuinely, just do it. Like,
take every opportunity that you are given. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself wishing. And wishing will not get you anything. Take the opportunities.
I'm Jada.
My name's Dave Cutlip.
My name is James Cusack. And that is my why.
And that is my why.
That's my why. You can find me on all social media platforms at How Dope Is Jigga.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut it off. It's so messed up. They're going to say the editor did that and say that he didn't give her drop. But that is not what happened at all. So, guys, what I'm saying is what I wanted y'all to hear Jada say. And this, like, I ain't got to shove nothing down your throat. This is someone who came on the show. And I legit produced that show in the middle of the street. I just ran up on her coming out of Food Line and was like, yo, you want to do some content? And she was like, sure. James Cusack, I ran inside his barbershop, and the other brother who was in the tattoo shop, I ran inside the tattoo shop, and I just asked these everyday people, these simple questions, that you saw. And I think it's so important because a lot of times people don't ask us those questions. We don't get to converse. We don't get to let ourselves, speak our truth. And that's what I just want to create, an environment where people have the autonomy to heal and to speak their truth. So, guys, I just wanted you to know that. That's why I played that. I needed to, one of them needs to be better than the other. Oh, I'm sorry. It needs to be minimum 250 words to 600 words in the reference text. I want this to be about a summarization, summarize the text with 3 lines, each about, I want it to be about Black biologists and the impact that they made in 2024 and how they plan to help 2025. The future for Black biologists. So yeah, guys. Yeah, that's where we at today. Did I miss anything? I lost my assistant. My stomach. Ooh. What you said?
No, you passed it.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we need to hear other people say what they went through, And she's like, I thought I ain't have to do it because I knew the answer already. And it's like, don't let knowing keep you from sharpening. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got a knife sharpener. We know it can cut. Sometimes it get a little dull.
And here's the other piece too. Just because you know it doesn't mean that other people know that you know it.
Y'all hear that? Just because you know it don't mean that the people know that you know it. And sometimes you need to make sure that they know that you know. Because that can be, I interviewed a guy today. A brilliant young man. A father. I watched this man, a great guy. And, we talking, it's like, all right, I see your work. I know what you can do. But have you ever done it like this? He's like, look, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't done it like that before. But I'm trying to learn. I said, you know what? Say less. Say less, my brother, because it's time. So when I tell y'all, when you let people know what you know and what you don't, it's a game changer. He's like, I could do this. I said, okay, I like that. He let me know exactly what he could do, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's game time. It's showtime. What the dude say? Man, I am hungry. Oh my goodness. I was gonna bring out leftover checkers out here too. It's 4 o'clock. Oh my god. Lord have mercy.
How long you gonna be there, Tim?
No. Hold on a second. I need this. One should be better than the other one when the grading, and it should flow. I don't know. I didn't. I just wanted to get some work done, and a lot of me want to go. I wanted to do more of these, and I just have to make an environment where I can. It's like no excuse. Like, yo, it's doing. It's like I feel bad because I left that camera. That camera is the camera for it. Like, it's the camera for it. It don't overheat. It don't. It's like it's built for just that. And it's like, I had like a, not a dead battery, but the battery was already low. I had it plugged up to the computer. It was also running. It was like a lot going on at the same time. And it's like, yeah, bro, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Right.
So, but
Taste.
yeah, no issue. Just right. But yeah, man, I could hit you. I know that you in the guy prepare. I got you on speakerphone, and I'm about to hang up because I gotta use the bathroom. But my stomach hurt, and it's like I don't want to move.
That coffee.
That coffee got me, man. But it felt good. This was good. This is what I wanted to do. It's like it's basically, and I think people underestimate what these other streamers are doing, and it is body doubling. You know what I'm saying? In many ways.
Right.
In many ways, it's body doubling, and I'm like, people want, and I'm for it, man. Come hang
I
out.
realize that now. Like when the girls be watching Castanet, he's like either playing a game or something, doing something, and that's exactly what it is.
It's
We're
good.
watching him.
Yeah, it's good
do
company.
some work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all for that. It's like I like that.
Wait, did I miss something? We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So. All right. I feel a sense of accomplishment today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, while you was
I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and multiply them. And I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them evermore. My tabernacle shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their God and they shall be my people. Ezekiel 37. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them evermore. Look. The land of the Lord was upon me, and he carried out the spirit of the Lord, and he set me in the midst of the valley, which was in a land full of bones, and he caused me to pass them around about. Behold, so many bones in this valley now. So he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? Oh Lord, thou know if. Then again, he said, go on, make them live. Oh ye dry bones, did you hear? And thus said the Lord, they started getting skin. They started breathing air. I prophesied the wind. Son of man, call off the breath the wind. And speak both the then, all of the slain may live. So I did, just as he commanded. And breath came to them, and all the bones lived. And you say unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will take the children of Israel amongst the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in a land upon mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king of them, and they shall be no more two nations. Therefore prophesy unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold my people, I will open your graves, take you out of them graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. And you should know that the Lord who brought you out of them graves and gave you spirit of your own, the Lord has spoken and performed. The Lord came to me once again, saying, moreover thou son of man, hand, take this one stick, right upon it, for Judah and his companions. And here's another stick that you'll be needing, it's for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all of Israel and its companions. Join one another, stick into one hand, and all of thy children will speak out, saying, can somebody please make clear this meaning? Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Neither shall they defile themselves in any more of their idols, nor their distasteful things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of their dwelling place, wherein they have signed, and I will cleanse them. So shall be my people, and I will be their God. And David my servant shall be king over them. And they shall have one shepherd, and they shall all walk under my judgment, and observe my statutes, and do them. And they shall dwell in the land I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein my fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even thy and their children, and their children's children, forever. I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will every single day and put my face on like yesterday wasn't here. All I know is that I hear all these voices in my head, ripping pages off the wall. I don't even care at all. They just want me for my love. That's why they reaching for my heart. I don't mean to complain. All I know is the rain keep hitting my face while I keep trying to keep faith. All I know is the way.
Huh? Who are you? I'm Doubt, and I'm here to keep you grounded. Do you really think that you can handle all the success and expectations, Manny? I think so, but are you sure that you're talented enough? What if people discover you're just a fraud? Maybe Doubt has a point. What if I'm not as good as I think I am? Manny, don't listen to Doubt. You've proven yourself from time and again. You're talented and deserving of your success.
Now, Doubt, you may have a role to play, but remember, it's through failure that we learn and grow. Manny's previous failures have shaped him into the artist he is today.
I suppose, but can he really handle the pressure?
Manny, remember all the times you stumbled, fell, and got back up stronger? You're capable of facing any challenges that come your way.
Well, Doubt, you sure have a way of making things interesting around here. I'm just trying to keep Manny from getting too confident. Confidence and self-belief are what propel him forward. Doubt, it's time for you to step aside and let Manny thrive. You're right. Doubt, you're not welcome here anymore. I choose to believe in myself and my abilities. Thank you, everyone. I needed your support to overcome doubt, and together I think we could silence those nagging voices and continue creating amazing things. Manny, we've got your back. Doubt may come from time to time, but we'll always be here to remind you of your worth.
This is yours truly, S, hip hop MC out of Mississauga, Ontario, a suburb about 20 minutes outside of Toronto, Canada. I got my hip hop start back in 1987. When I hear it's been dabbling ever since 91, and 2007 is when I started releasing music to the public, and just been doing the grown man rap thing. That's what I like to consider, the brand of hip hop that I make. Just been trekking along, 7 albums deep, keep working. I'm also trying to diversify the portfolio, which actually, 2022, I did my first audiobook narration book called Black Boy Affirmations, which was written by Emmanuel Sims. Big shouts out to him. And yeah. Just trying to stay creative and, stay active. Peace.
into. So I'm
Well, welcome. I'm glad that you decided to still. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Ultimate.
What are we titling this episode? Are we calling it "Embracing Your Quirky Essence" with Nuria? I'm sorry,
Nuria.
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 Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
that's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to have you count in 5.
Wait, sorry, last thing. And your last name is McGrath.
McGrath.
McGrath. Nuria McGrath. Okay.
Oh, you got it?
Yes, I do. Hi, and welcome to the Audio Healing Mission podcast. Today's episode, Embracing Your Quirky Essence with Nuria McGrath. I'm Ultimate, your friendly neighborhood clinician. And today we're excited to introduce Nuria McGrath. She's a beacon of light for the weirdo, quirky girl turned woman, feeling misunderstood and seeking to rediscover her innate gifts, passions, and power. Welcome, Nuria.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Ultimate.
No worries. Thank you for being a guest here. I'm so excited about learning more about you and how you heal the people. But before we dive into the heart of the conversation, could you just share with us the last book you've read or you're currently reading or what's been captivating you on TV?
Yeah, I'm always reading. So this is a challenging question for me. I brought the book down that I have by my bedside that I read last night. So I'll just be honest. This is the book. It's called 4 Foundations of Mindfulness in Plain English. It's by Bhante Gunaratana. I think I probably said that wrong. But this is the book that I'm currently reading because I'm always reinforcing the different methods that I'm learning and constantly a student.
And so, what is this book telling its readers about?
It's breaking down mindfulness, which is based on loving kindness, compassion, effervescent joy, and equanimity. And it's breaking those philosophies down into a way that's digestible so that you can understand them. The biggest part of this being just being aware, being aware of who you are in this present moment, what's coming in, what feelings are coming in, what thoughts are coming in, and then seeing how you can circle back to those 4 foundational elements.
Awesome. Thank you. Can you take us through your journey that led you to become a meditation teacher, identity-based coach, Reiki healer, and yoga instructor?
Yeah. I didn't know that I was not aware of my emotions. I didn't know it until they got to the point where I would spontaneously combust. And I like to call that entity Furia. And she was a fire-breathing dragon. And so every time I got to the point where I was so mad, like, "Rah, I'm screaming," that was Fury. She would come out and just destroy my whole life, being angry and upset. And so there was a point of me getting very frustrated and angry, at rage, really, to the point of rage, about, believe it or not, spaghetti. I had I'd taken my daughter to go to soccer practice. We came home. I'd asked my husband, I sent him a text, "Can you make the spaghetti noodles?" Because I already made the sauce. And he didn't make the spaghetti noodles, and I just lost it. And turns out that the text I sent him never went through. And I said, "Well, you should have known to make the spaghetti noodles. I'm so hungry." And so later that evening, I went to talk to him. And he was like, "Look, just going to be completely honest with you. Either choose your anger or choose your family, because I'm not living with her anymore. Like, Fury has got to go. She's got to go."
Oh, wow.
And so I chose in that moment, essentially, I chose me. I chose to stop doing things that I thought other people wanted me to do. I stopped starving myself, because I had to feed everybody else first. I stopped pleasing everybody else, like wanting people to like me so much that I would deny myself who I was. I stopped doing that. And in that, I gained healing. In that, all of my relationships got better. In that, I could recognize when something was toxic and move away from it because I wasn't scared of losing something or someone because they didn't, quote, like me. So I'm a recovering people pleaser. That's what I was. I was a people pleaser, and I'm still, once you once you are recovering, you're always recovering. So that can all, point his peaky head up, and I have to be like, ooh, 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 okay, you're only doing this because you want somebody to like you. Dial back. So I'm a recovering people pleaser, but it was that process of getting to my bottom where my husband was like, sorry, this isn't what I signed up for, that got me to really get into the healing work because
This
I didn't want to lose my husband. I didn't want to lose my children. I wanted to have my family.
So thank you for sharing that. What a great journey. This is like awareness of self, right? And so it's so funny that we think we are aware of ourselves or things, and sometimes we don't realize there's so much we're not aware of. And so learning to lean into your feelings and understand that, I really appreciate you sharing that with us. And so you've kind of already touched on it, but can you tell us more about how your personal experiences of feeling misunderstood and lost shape your approach to helping others find their light and power?
Yeah. So I'll touch on being lost because, again, I feel like so many times we're told to do this. Society says it's acceptable to do that. For example, and I'm not going to say I love math and science. I love economics. I was an econ major in college, but the first major I wanted to be was a psychologist you know, uh, by the way. And so but I ended up going into economics, and it was because I had a conversation with someone who was very successful. She was a woman, and she said, "You're not going to make any money as a psychologist. You need to do something that's practical, like accounting or economics." So I switched my major based on that conversation, and the rest is history. I've been in economics for 20 years. But the point is that I felt very lost. Like I wasn't trusting myself. I didn't trust that this path that was being given to me was the right path for me. I trusted someone else outside of me to tell me this is the path that you should take. And so when I work with people, the whole idea is to get into the knowing part of you, not the thinking, but the knowing part. Get into the what you love to do as a kid part of you. That inner child who's like, do a cartwheel. I just want us to spin around in circles, like get into the knowing part of you. And then you can find out how you want to start moving in the world.
Awesome. And so I do think that we are socialized and programmed to look outside of ourselves, to get answers from someone else or do what someone else has told us to do, and really ignoring that the inner part of us, right? Because we are spirit or soul locked into a meat body, this meat vessel that we're locked into. But that connection, that spirit or soul, or however you reference it, that thing is connected to source energy. It understands who you are. It understands what you need, what you don't need. And when we ignore it, we tend to look outward. And so one of my favorite quotes from Carl Jung is, he who looks outward is dreaming, and he who looks inward is awake. And so we do need to come back to ourselves to kind of find our path, our journey. And so, yes, I'm also learning about myself in those aspects, right? Like I can identify things about myself. And the more I learn, like that's really who I am. It's not just, well, I just act this way, or I am just this way. Like the energy of the earth when I was born said that this is going to be a part of you. And so learning and understanding that shit, I know myself a little better than I give myself credit for, or I attribute it to outside things when no, that is just who your girl is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love it. Thank you. So you help people not be lost.
Yeah.
And so you're deeply involved in meditation, Reiki, and yoga. How do these practices help in reigniting one's gift and passion?
Yeah. Oh, I think you can use them in concert or you can use them separately. Um, Reiki is energy healing. So it's kind of like you go to the doctor, you get a checkup, you eat the right foods, you exercise. Also, your energy centers sometimes need a checkup because it's like they're like wheels that are moving. And when one is off balance, the other ones don't balance as well either. And so I feel when you're embarking on a spiritual journey, and Reiki can be used for things outside of what I would call a spiritual journey. But I think that if you're embarking on a spiritual journey, maybe start doing some checkups, maybe use Reiki to remove or start moving, oiling the wheels and get things going in your body. And yoga as well, because yoga allows you to be in the present moment. When you're practicing yoga, the whole idea is to be with yourself. Um, and so yoga is essentially a form of meditation because you are being present. And meditation, specifically mindfulness, is the practice of being present, of being
Yes.
in the now moment. And
Yes.
so I feel that meditation is almost like that foundation upon which other things can evolve. And whatever your belief systems are, you could believe in nothing, you could believe in everything, you could believe in God, you could say sort whatever it is that you believe, Buddha, Jesus. Meditation is that ability to sit with yourself and say, huh, okay, this is me, or this is not me, or whatever it is, just to be able to be present with yourself and noticing that like 99.9% of the time in the present moment, everything's okay.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
when we
And
bring in the past and we bring in the future that things seem like they're not great. But in this now moment, you're all right.
yes. And so we don't really give, I know the mindfulness movement is getting us there, but we don't really give a lot of credit to the present. And so I tell people all the time in my practice that your whole life is filled with only present moments. That's it. That's all you ever have. You can't be in the past, you can't be in the future. So it is the present moment that we should always be aware of and focused on, and that's where the feelings are coming from and things of that nature. So I really do love that. Before we move forward, could you just give our listeners who maybe aren't familiar with what Reiki is? I know you explained it's energy work, but if you could explain what Reiki is to a layperson, how would you describe it?
Yeah. Um, I would say, well, kind of like the little chart behind me, the body has like it literally chakra is it means a wheel. So Reiki works with your chakra systems that are within your body. So the wheels that are turning in your body. And if you think of it as if you kind of intuitively and how we grow, you grow from a tree grows from the bottom up. So the bottom is roots. So
Mm-hmm.
the root part of you, the almost like your pelvic area of your body part, is safety and security. And then you move up a little bit, and this is how we evolve. I'm probably going too much into this, but this is how we evolve as human beings. Now we are first, when humans became humans, we were concerned about like being eaten by a lion. Oh, I don't want to be eaten by a lion. I got to stay safe and secure and reproduce. That's the only things we needed to do. And then we evolved into feelings, right? That's where like your navel area is. I feel that a lion is coming. I'm just going to walk over here, right? And then you continue to evolve into the thinking part of you. And now we're engineering things. And that's kind of where we've sat for a while in this thinking part of us, which is your solar plexus. And then you have the beautiful heart, which integrates all levels of your being, from below and above. Your heart is that anytime you're having a difficult time or emotion or thought, you can like just place your hand on your heart and feel how just feels a little bit better. And then we move up to your throat. There's a chakra here in your throat, and this is where You feel like you can say something, or you trust yourself. And then this is your third eye, which is your seat of your intuition. Like this seat, it's just like knowing, oh, I just know to go this way. And then there's source, your higher being that comes in through the crown of your head. You can think of like the sun shining on the crown of your head, or the soft spot that a baby has on their head. That's your crown. And so what Reiki does is if you're having any issues related to any of those energy points, it works to help you heal and help move out things that may be stuck or toxic from your energy systems.
Okay, thank you for that. And so you mentioned toxic things. So could you discuss the importance of overcoming addictions to toxic beliefs and how creating new supportive habits contribute to the healing process?
Yeah, what's funny is that we will say about somebody, oh, that person doesn't know what they're talking about, or something like that, right? The brain will trick you into believing that what it's saying is true. It really will. And it will tell you some toxic stuff and you will believe it. But the thing is that if you can believe that a toxic thought like you're stupid is true, because it's absolutely not true, but you might tell yourself that, then you could also believe that a toxic thought like you're smart is true too. Like,
Yes.
what if you did that? What if you just told your brain did something different? What if you just replaced that thought that doesn't support your
It doesn't serve you.
destiny or your journey? You could replace it with something else. The first part is to identify, and that's where meditation can come in, with just like, oh, I see that thought. Oh, wow, I see it. Oh, I didn't even know it was there, right? Then we have
Observer.
and just observe, and then we have the ruminating thoughts that are like, you're like, wow, that thought came up 1,500 times today. So being in the place of like it's almost like you're watching TV, right? Like if you were to look at a character and you're like, man, that character is always thinking this. That's what you're doing. You're observing yourself.
Yes, yes. And I love how this ties into, because I also in my practice, I tell clients like, whatever it is you think, right? And so I give this example, like you and I are dating, you call me at 5 o'clock every day when you get off, right? So I make sure I'm available at 5, or whoever I'm talking to, I'm be like, my girl about to call me. So every day, 5 o'clock, we talk. And then today it's 5:10, it's 5:15, it's 5:20, and I haven't heard from you. And so then I think, you know what? Her coworker be sweet on her. She probably over there catting off with the coworker, and now I'm pissed, right? I don't know if that is fact, but this is what I thought. And we treat our thoughts as though they're facts. So because I thought it, when you do call me at 5:30, I'm going to meet you with that energy as though my thought was true, that you was catting off with the coworker. So I'm be like, yo, what's up? Like, where you been? And I'm going to meet you with that. And what if you left the office, got in your car, got to the light, was about to call me, couldn't find your phone, had to turn back around? You know how difficult it is to get in at the go out time. So then you got to go get your phone, and all you're doing is trying to please me with the call, and you're like, hey baby, and I'm over here meeting you with all this energy because of what I thought. So yes, our thoughts, we tend to think as fact, even if we haven't been able to verify any of that. So I love that you say that, because we do have to be in practice of just observing the thought. I think sometimes we put too much value on it. We treat it as fact. We treat it as though it means something about us. Why did I have this negative thought? Why did I think this thing? What's wrong with me? Do I not like it for real? And so learning how to just be able to observe. And I love how you said, give it a name, right? Like personify it. I tell people all the time too, like, you can't be your same authentic self that you are at home, at work, right? You got to be a different person. So name that person, give that person character traits so that you can be like, okay, so it's like you're on, right? Right now I'm ultimate, but at work I'm not the same ultimate. And so giving it a name and characteristics can help you, because it's not, we aren't what we think.
Exact non-identification. like not identifying and making it you. Oh, that's just a thought. That's not me. That is a thought that is coming and passing through. And sometimes when we find patterns in the thoughts, then you can see there's a belief attached to this, right?
Mhm.
Oh gosh, so I have a belief, like mine was people pleasing. So I have a belief that if I don't please people, they're going to leave. Where is that coming from? And you can trace it back. And when was the first time I remember having this thought? Because once you have the thought and then the thought is fortified by something else, like something else happens, you're like, yep, okay, this is a belief here. Woo, I had a big emotion about it. I believe this to be true. Then your whole environment is shaped to support that belief, even if the belief isn't true. So then you kind of got to go back to that belief, and this is the identity-based coaching. You have to go back to that source and say, could there have been another alternative to that? Well, of
Yes,
course
yes.
there could have been another alternative to it, because I made up a story. I don't
Right.
actually know that to be true. It was just a story.
You
So
can
you
choose a
make up a
different
different
narrative.
story that supports you. That didn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with me, them leaving, right?
Yes,
They were
yes,
doing the best they could, whatever it
yes,
is.
yes. I love it. Yes. Um, so your work specifically resonates with women who feel lost or weird or exotic. How do you tailor your approach to support their unique journey to empowerment?
So the people that you work with are you, right? These are the people that you attract in your life. And personally, I think that everybody's a weirdo. We just forgot. Because I have never met a kid when I was a kid who was not a weirdo. They were all doing some weird stuff. There was the kid who was burping the alphabet. There was the girl who drew dolphins 1,000 times a day. There was the one who was making little spit up piles on her desk. There was, I mean, everybody was doing some weird, quirky stuff. It's remembering that our uniqueness, and not unique in that I'm different, but in unique in that we all bring our special gifts to the table. We don't have to be like everybody else, and yet we're all living in this shared human experience together. And so I like to bring that. So what, you like to, like I said, do cartwheels. I was coming home from walking my daughter to school this morning, and I was skipping. Okay, so I was skipping. It probably looked really weird to people driving by. Was this grown woman doing skipping down the street? But I felt like skipping today, so I skipped. So it's honoring who you are in this present moment, regardless of what it is that people think you should be doing.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, in your practice, what's a common challenge the women that you help face, and how do you guide them?
Women have, I've seen, been told, get out of, use your brain, all these things
They're
that,
all emotional,
yeah,
right?
you're too emotional, right? And so then we have a challenging time recognizing our emotions when we're having them, because we haven't been taught that we're even allowed to have them. So the first, after you work with just feeling it as though you're safe in an environment. I mean, obviously that's the life's foundation, is feeling safe
Mm-hmm.
and secure. But after that, being able to recognize your emotions, and knowing it's okay for you to have them. That's not, because you are feeling anger coming in and leaving, doesn't change my opinion about you. Oh wow, look, you have tears. How amazing that you have tears. How cathartic. Oh my gosh, your heart is crying. So allowing people to feel as though it's okay for them to have an emotion, be present, is something that I think is like the part where women are coming back to that, and
Yeah.
knowing that that is the seat of our power. Like that's the seat where we live, when we get to say, connect it to a higher source, connect that emotion to something else.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So from your vast experience and personal insights, and we just talked about safety and acceptance with women, what is one thing that you believe should be normalized that isn't?
Yeah. I think that well, I'm seeing that women, we got into the workplace, right? And this is, I guess, almost 100 years now. And for Black women way longer.
Mhm.
But we got into the mainstream male-dominated workforce and played the mainstream male-dominated game and pretended like we were men in the workforce. And then we realized, oh my gosh, I'm a woman. I don't manage like a man. I don't treat employees like men do. I operate from a different place. And that needs to be normalized. Women managing and being in the workplace from a woman's perspective and that being okay.
Yes, well, the patriarchy definitely has done a toll on that. So, yes, what I hear you saying is what should be normalized is accepting that we may not be this dominant thing that the patriarchy has said that we should be, and that's okay. And then I love it because I'm seeing women making different choices about relationships and things. They're stating that they're okay with being alone if they can't be served in a healthy manner. They're making their own choices, and it's super empowering. So yes, I love that. I recently wrote a book titled Five Things I Tell All My Clients, right? And so in this book, it talks about like no matter what the client comes to me for, I end up kind of educating the same type of things. And so I end up saying very similar things all the time. So for you and your work, what's one piece of advice or insight that you constantly share with those you work with?
You can move above your thoughts. You are not the thoughts that are going through your head. And just as you can observe your breath, and just as your brain, your body's job is to breathe, your mind's job is to think. You have the ability to observe what's going on. So awareness, just being aware of, wow, I'm feeling this way. I'm thinking this. It's attached to this. That's something that I want people to be able to recognize, is that they can have a level of almost mastery of their own thoughts. You don't have to be captivated by your thoughts. Your thoughts can be captivated by you.
Say that again for the people in the back. Say that one more
You
time.
don't have to be captivated by your thoughts. Your thoughts can be captivated by you.
Yes, be captivated by me, baby, please.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
I love
Like,
that.
I'm the one running the show here, not you, thought.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a snapping moment right there. Yes. You mentioned hosting a masterclass each week on finding your light. Could you give us a sneak peek into these sessions and how our listeners can participate?
So I have, if you go to my website, www.iam and then my name, nuriamcgrath.com, or Instagram, same, Nuria McGrath, Facebook, same, Nuria McGrath. I'm always posting about the classes that I'm offering. This is a
Awesome.
free complimentary class that I hold. And we go through, similarly to what we're talking about, we go through the different levels of your chakras, basically, but I put it into a way that it's more digestible. So we go through the life's foundation, which is safety and security. What things can you do to feel more safe and to be more safe and secure? Where is that coming from? We go through inner emotions. Okay, how can we even recognize that I have an emotion? And are you an overly emotional person, or are you emotional person where you're like, I don't have any feelings, or you're like, I'm always emotional, like where are you landing with that? And then we go into thinking, and just again recognizing thoughts, that process, recognizing how to go above thoughts. I have exercises that we get to do to help you know or move into a space where you can start to be an observer. And then we talk about honey speech. And this part is like undervalued in your ability to speak things into existence. So your words are so powerful. We don't recognize this vibration that's coming out of us and how powerful it is to speak words of positivity. And that doesn't mean that everything is dandy, but if the words that are coming out of your mouth are garbage, then the things that are coming into you are probably going to be garbage too. So almost again tricking your brain to believe that things are better than what they may be is that speech. Being very cognizant of the words that you're allowing to come out of your being. And then intuition, and just really coming into a space where you can practice intuition, like practice that ability to be like, let me just, intuition comes before thoughts. It's like a split second where an intuition may say, oh yes, we should go this way, and then a thought comes in and says, no, but we're scared, we can't do that. I don't know, no, we're not doing that one, right? So being able to help cultivate your intuition and help build trust in yourself that you can move in that way. So that's kind of what the class is about.
That's great. I hope the listeners tap in, because that sounds
Yeah.
amazing. And so,
And we do a dance break, and I love music and I love dancing, so we stop and do cool stuff like that along the way.
okay, well, I want to thank you so much, Nuria, for sharing your light with us, with me, with our listeners, because that is the goal here, right? The goal is to illuminate ourselves and allow our light to shine upon others so that others can find their light and pay it forward. So then we're healing the collective. So thank you so much. I encourage folks to check out your website, follow you on the socials. And also, if you have any in your network, any healers, please invite them to come on the show so that they can share their light and illuminate. We are here about healing the collective, one light at a time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ultimate. I appreciate you allowing me on your show today.
So you have an idea, a brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
Crazy looking shit on the screen.
Get you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. That's where we come in. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Eudaimonia Sims, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen. I got you. I'm on? Yeah, so now I'm home, you know what I'm saying? When I first came home, I was on the box. I had my daughter's mother at the, you know what I mean? She wasn't my daughter's mother at the time, but I had a good lady that ended up staying with me through the bit. You know what I'm saying? Every visit, every phone call, she was there. You know what I mean? Letters, all that. You know what I mean? We had a falling out. We're not together, but we had a beautiful daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, but came home to her. You know what I'm saying? I was on house arrest for a minute. I was on house arrest for like 90 days. You know what I mean? So it's an adjustment, but I'm happy just because I'm home. I'm able to move around. I was locked up for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy the box. I'm not even tripping off of the box. I don't even care. I'm just able to go get my own food. I can get up, go to sleep. And I had a job. Mind you, I was on work release. That's why I met D at. I was on work release before I even got on the box. You know what I'm saying? So the van used to pick me up, take me from the jail to the job. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. I used to come in with a little brown bag with bologna and cheese, motherfucking 3 cookies, and a motherfucking little quarter water juice every day. You know what I'm saying? Until I started making money at the job, and then I could pay, yo, give me a cheesesteak or something, yo. You know what I mean? Something like that. Nigga, bring me something to eat. Some real food over there in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I was on work release. So I came home to a couple of hours because I was saving my money, you know what I'm saying, while I was in there. So when I came home and I finally got off the box, went straight and bought a car. I think I got like a 2011, 2012 Accord. No, it was a Maxima. Through God's grace, I totaled that joint, crashed. Somebody rear-ended me. I flipped on the highway twice. Flipped my whole eyelid open. Made it home. You know what I mean? We made it through that. You know what I'm saying? Got another car. I've been getting cars since I've been home, but that's just from the blessing. I've been working, though. What keeps me home is working, staying out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people to lie and tell people that I say I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to tell you that, because if that's how I got to eat, then that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I don't got to. You know what I'm saying? I got a good job, paying me $25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm in the office all day. I done transitioned from the warehouse to the office. I'm doing all right, but it was a process. You know what I'm saying? And then it was a process, and I ain't gonna act like I've been home. I came home 2015. It's 23 now, so it's almost like 8 years. Like I came home in August of 15, so late. You know what I mean? So, but I made it off parole, off papers, you know what I'm saying? No issues. No, I did catch one charge. I caught a DUI.
I caught a DUI when I first came home, when I first got my car. And I wasn't even drunk. That's the crazy part. I wasn't even drunk. I went and I was waiting for somebody. I had to go meet somebody, so I went to a bar real quick, got a double shot of Hennessy and a Heineken, took my shot, drunk my bed, and I left. But when I'm driving down the joint, they got a sobriety check joint down there. So I tried to bust a U and bust it. They pulled me over, caught me, whatever. But I end up doing what I had to do with that. Put myself in AA. You know what I mean? I put myself in AA. I had to get the breathalyzer in my car. I did all of that proactive. Before I even went to court, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Took care of all of that. So when I went to court for it, and my parole officer, I did everything I was supposed to do. So they ain't even violate me or nothing like that. But that was the only charge that I caught. You know what I mean? Like I say, female and a job will keep you out the way. That'll occupy your time if you got a routine that you used to doing other stuff.
Let me ask you a question. One question, because I got to switch batteries out again in a second. What's one thing that you would tell younger you?
Younger me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
See, that's difficult for me because I wouldn't change nothing that I did. You know what I'm saying? Because I like who I am. You know what I'm saying? I like the person that I am. I don't regret.
It ain't no regret.
Yeah.
What would you tell him?
I would tell him, yo, like, save your money. Whatever you doing, save your money. Because like I said, I don't have no regret for nothing I did. It is what it is. That was just what I am, who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret that. I love the person that I become. I transition. Like my life, everybody's life is like a book. You know what I'm saying? And that chapter is, you know what I mean? That was a chapter. And I don't regret that chapter. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I was, and that's what I did. And that's maybe people know me as that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing. I wasn't a bad person. You know what I'm saying? If you violated, you got what you were supposed to get. You know what I mean? In the situation that we was dealing with. But other than that, I wasn't a bad person. I wasn't out there looking for trouble or nothing like that. But if my back is against the wall, I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, one more time. I'm sorry. Good job. That was good.
Emmanuel Sims is coming up next. Emmanuel, come on up.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
They gave me instructions to play the video. Have you ever found yourself palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy? I know that feeling way too well. That was me doing my first panic attack. My name is Eudaimonia Sims, and I rode the anxiety wave and plunged into a dual master's at UDC in clinical mental health and rehabilitation counseling. I emerged armed and ready to make a change. Today, I introduce my big idea, the Eudaimonia Project, revolutionizing mental health in Howard County by fostering a community-driven approach. This isn't about individual struggles. It's about community wellness, inspired by the ancient Greek ideals of realizing one's true potential. In Howard County, we're turning down the noise and we're refining mental health care. But we're not just here about treating symptoms. We're cultivating a thriving community by linking change agents, healers, and community organizers with artists, musicians, and creators. We're going to craft transmedia stories that resonate across various platforms, social media, podcasts, interactive games. And this is how we're going to do it. With the $25,000, we're going to take $10,000 and put it towards content creation, developing diverse emerging content that educates and engages. With the $7,500, community engagement, running workshops and training sessions to empower educators, law enforcement, and librarians to advocate for mental wellness. The last bit of money, we're gonna have to put it into marketing, because how else are they gonna hear about it? We're gonna launch comprehensive campaigns on radio, print, and digital media, reaching every corner of our community. This investment isn't just about coping, it's about building a foundation for a life well lived. It's about prevention, maintaining focus, and sustaining our community health. Early intervention in mental health is like treating a cut before it becomes infected. It's about being proactive. Imagine the impact one person has, empowers themselves, become great, that changes their family, then it changes their community, then everybody around gets to benefit. That's eudaimonia. I want you guys to consider this Eudaimonia project because Eudaimonia is bigger than me, it's bigger than you, and it shows us that we all can be affected by mental health. I need you guys to stand with me today because with Eudaimonia, we can decolonize mental health. So let's stand together. That's how we're gonna do it.
Well, you certainly do not lack passion. Fantastic, thank you. Lisa, what do you think?
Absolutely, I love it. I want to hear more. You are using all the words that mean so much in terms of decolonizing and expansiveness. Can you tell me a little bit more about, particularly, we want this goodness in Howard County. Okay. Who are your partners? Who will we expect you to work with?
So right now I've collected librarians. I want to get to know all of the teachers in the classrooms. I used to be a teacher. I'm a former educator. And I realized, thank you. I realized there's a gap. You guys know what I'm talking about. You go to class for 5 days and you come home and it's a whole nother student when they come back Monday. So it's like really giving these tools to not just the parents, but everybody that they see. We all are going to be affected by mental health, some form or facet. So if we can at least have one tool, one coping mechanism, something that can just hold you there a little bit longer, and we just need to educate everybody because we're all a part of this one community. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. Okay, so our first $25,000 investment goes to Emmanuel Sims, Eudaimonia Project. Come on up, Emmanuel. It's so cool.
Money just flashing, and you know what I'm saying? Just flashing. Like, females, you gotta know another thing I would tell them is females come and go. Like, especially when you get money, they come and go. And that's not to say don't fall in love with your chick or don't love your chick, but just know it's another one if she go. You know what I'm saying? That's just reality. It's gonna hurt. Whatever you gotta go through, depending on your feelings. I ain't saying be cold-hearted because we've been doing our black women bad already. So I ain't saying do them even more dirty. If you like them and they just end up not being what you thought they were supposed to be, or the situation to end up what it was supposed to be, it is what it is. But no, it's another one, and it's a better one. You know what I'm saying? So like, all that wild, you know what I mean? Like, and they probably saying the same thing because I tell my daughter the same thing. Like, it's another nigga out there. It's a better nigga. One nigga with more money. Don't even worry about. Get your money, and then whatever comes after that. You know what I mean? But save your money and don't be worrying about these bitches because they come and they go. Nigga, they love you 1 minute, they hate you the next minute, then they love you again. Like, my nigga, don't even trip. There's another one out there. I promise you. And she's better. I promise you. I promise you she's better. But yeah, so yeah, other than that, but yeah, man, I've been staying out the way, man. Staying out the way. That's what keeps me. I haven't caught another charge, you know what I'm saying? I almost caught a charge. I got caught up in some other situation, a federal indictment. But once that happened, that froze, you know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, fall back. Yeah, they not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ran up in my house and all that, you know what I'm saying? But they just didn't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that was just blessing. Like, yo, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, even still with that situation, it was like somebody kind of like told, but you can't really say that they told because it ain't no paperwork, so you can't even speak like that. You know what I mean? And that's just the era we come from. Like, if a nigga ain't, worst thing you could be is a fucking rat in a fucking LBGT community. I respect y'all, please, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing you could be is a fucking rat and a faggot. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, like, and you can't say a man is that unless you have facts. You know what I'm saying? You can't say a man is either one, a rat or, you know what I mean, his sexual preference. You can't say that unless you have facts. You know what I mean? Those just two things you just can't say. You know what I mean? That you just can't do that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man.
Give us an outro. Again, tell us if you want them to follow you.
I got a clothing line, Boy Apparel. Yeah. That's why. Yeah, since I've been home, I started a clothing line. I'm Muslim. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them guys that was Muslim when he went to prison. I mean, when he got in prison, I was actually Muslim before I went to prison. I took my shahada with my father over East Baltimore at Mu'minun in like probably 2000. You know what I'm saying? So I've been Muslim. I just happened to.
You got some gift for us today?
Well, I got my shirt on, but I rock it all the time. But yeah, Boy Apparel, man. I'm Muslim. Boy, meaning all. It's an acronym for All Humanity Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Boy, just rock boys, boys. You know what I'm saying? Dope boys, whatever you want to call it. But we just the boy. Then I got and Lord, trust in your Lord, man. That's it. That's how you stay on, man. If you Muslim, whatever your faith is, you know what I mean? Boy, AB Apparel. Look out. Boy Apparel is Boy _apparel. Then I got actually a female clothing line too. It's Girl _apparel. But mine, they both been hacked. So if you want to get in contact with me for merch, you would go to b.fawcett777 on Instagram. But yeah, man, tap in with me. You got a real one?
All right, now sit back one more time.
Yeah.
And we'll start. Hello, everyone. Hello. They gave me instructions to play the video. Have you ever found yourself palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy? I know that feeling way too well. That was me during my first panic attack. My name is Eudaimonia Sims, and I rode the anxiety wave and plunged into a dual master's at UDC in clinical mental health and rehabilitation counseling. I emerged armed and ready to make a change. Today, I introduced my big idea, the Eudaimonia Project, revolutionizing mental health in Howard County by fostering a community-driven approach. This isn't about individual struggles. It's about community wellness. Inspired by the ancient Greek ideals of realizing one's true potential. In Howard County, we're turning down the noise and we're refining mental health care. But we're not just here about treating symptoms. We're cultivating a thriving community by linking change agents, healers, and community organizers with artists, musicians, and creators. We're going to craft transmedia stories that resonate across various platforms, social media, podcasts, interactive games. And this is how we're going to do it. With the $25,000, we're going to take $10,000 and put it towards content creation, developing diverse emerging content that educates and engages. With the $7,500, community engagement, running workshops and training sessions to empower educators, law enforcement, and librarians to advocate for mental wellness. The last bit of money, we're going to have to put it into marketing, because how else are they going to hear about it? We're going to launch comprehensive campaigns on radio, print, and digital media, reaching every corner of our community. This investment isn't just about coping. It's about building a foundation for a life well lived. It's about prevention, maintaining focus, and sustaining our community health. Early intervention in mental health is like treating a cut before it becomes infected. It's about being proactive. Imagine the impact one person has, empowers themselves, become great, that changes their family, then it changes their community, then everybody around gets the benefit. That's Eudaimonia. I want you guys to consider this Eudaimonia project, because Eudaimonia is bigger than me, it's bigger than you, and it shows us that we all can be affected by mental health. I need you guys to stand with me today, because with Eudaimonia, we can decolonize mental health. So let's stand together.
That's how we gonna do it.
No, I'm Emmanuel Sims. And like I said, I didn't been to school, I done taught, and I decided I'm done chasing the fake path, and I decided to go to film school. And one of the things that I've really fell in love and had a passion with is stories. So, working with Dino on this project has been an honor.
Okay.
So, just like we having a conversation,
Real talk.
Tell me who you are and tell me how you got to where you are at this moment. You know what I mean?
From life?
From wherever you want to start.
Starting
after lockup.
After I came home, okay. All right, my name is B. Most call me B. I'm known by a lot of different names, depending on the area of where I've been. But I'm from the Bronx, New York. Moved to Maryland at a young age. Basically grew up out here. Baltimore, I moved first, then different places after Baltimore. I'm like the whole DMV area except for the Virginia area. But DC, PG, Columbia, Howard County, Montgomery County, all the anything from Baltimore City and before you get to DC, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So I know the area, and I used to go to DC too. You know what I mean? At one point in time, I got some people in the area where I was at, and they was from DC, so they used to take us to go-go's and see, things like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, but yeah, what happened after I got locked up? I wanted to touch what I got locked up for, if that, you know what I'm saying? Majority of the times that I ever got locked up for, I'm probably like one of the only 4-time felons on the street. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. I mean, it's probably, but I don't know no other nigga cases or nothing like that, but I'm pretty much, like, I know I got 3 distros that's just two different drugs, 2 different CDSs. And I got a robbery case that I took on the chin for somebody, you know what I mean, back. So I did a little bit or a little time for a case that I didn't tell on, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big joint. I think they gave me 3 years and just waiting for the case. I did like a year and some change, just waiting on it. Then when I finally went to court, it got dope. But I knew who did it and everything, you know what I'm saying? But we come from that era where we not telling on nothing. So, but yeah, then after that, all my charges after that was drug charges, CDS distribution, intent with the distribute. You know what I'm saying? All of those my charges. So that led up. I probably been locked up for the first charge was for the robbery, and then every other charge after that, the last 3 charges after that was CDS distribution. So I think I did 18 months for the robbery, which was a 3-year sentence. Then I caught a 5-year sentence, and then I caught a 15-year sentence. First 10 no parole. And that's what I just came home from. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I think, and don't repeat that shit. That's like go get in, then come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. I come from like a era of people where it's like we not gonna let the system break us. So just us getting booked, like we still doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good mentality. But I guess it's just a strong mentality that we had. It's just like, all right, I got booked. I ain't telling nigga. We still out here doing what we doing, whatever. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, that's probably most of the guys that's outside. That's probably what they mentality. But yeah, that was the mentality. So that's why I got locked up so many different times. Like why you ain't learn your lesson off the first one? The next one after that, it's just, I guess we was just locked in, just focused on getting money. You know what I'm saying? My mother raised 4 boys. You know what I'm saying? My father was locked up pretty much all my life. He didn't come home until I was probably like, my son was born. So I was like 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? I think he got locked up when I was 11, but him and my mom's had broke up before that. You know what I mean? Way before that. But I had my stepfather. He took care of me. But we moved out here from the Bronx on the strength of him. You know what I'm saying? Moved to Baltimore. We did good. Everybody's doing good right now. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 little brothers. Well, I got more brothers, but you know what I'm saying? On my father's side, my mother's side, yeah. But everybody doing all right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the only one that's ever the wild one of the family. I'm the oldest though, you know what I'm saying? So that's because I'm the oldest, and then everybody under me. It's like my mother taking care of all of us. So you gotta. I used to be the spoiled kid. I was the only child till I was 11 years old. You know what I mean? So I was spoiled, and then the next 3 come after that. Bang, they come back to back after that. So it's like I used to get everything, sneakers, everything. That shit was a dub after they came. You know what I'm saying? That shit was a dub. So, by then, 11, you know what I'm saying? You doing things, you know what I'm saying? From where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? You doing things, you know what I'm saying? You outside, we girls, you just, you know what I'm saying? We might be rubbing pants or whatever we doing, but we young, I'm 11, 12, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? By the time I'm 14, it's lit, you know what I mean? I done been locked up for, man, my first time I ever got in trouble, I ain't gonna hold you, the first time I got in trouble, me and my man we was breaking in soda machines. That's what we used to do. We used to break in soda machines and take out the chains. So we had hammers. And we used to break the locks. Boom, 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 boom. So that's the first time I ever got in trouble. We was walking, drink. We had we had the pillowcase full of sodas, and we walking with the big ass hammers that we had. Police pull us over. Somebody called the police on us. We don't even know. We young. I'm probably like 14 years old. I don't know. But we just breaking the locks. We just going around breaking vending machine locks, just getting the change out. So we drinking the sodas. They like, where y'all get them sodas from? We like, we bought them. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it moving. Like, we ain't talking like get out the car. Yeah, but yeah. We was young though, so they took us home. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they locked us up or nothing. They took us home, but that's the first time I ever got in trouble. Just and I've been doing that shit for a minute. Like breaking soda machines and vending machines, breaking that's back when that shit was like, you can't break them now. Like, I don't know, you probably could, but you know what I'm saying? But back then, you could break them joints and get in them. But anyway, yeah. So fast forward back to me coming home off of this 15 year, first 10 no parole. I caught a drug charge. It started off as a shooting. I had some homeboys, you know what I mean, not incriminating nobody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had some homeboys that end up in the situation. They did whatever their situation was, and I end up pulling up to the scene after the situation. So, making a long story, we're not trying to get into details of what happened, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that the situation had just recently happened. Like, it just happened, and I pull up. I didn't know it was that off. Because they walking away. They calmly walking away. So I'm get out the car, I'm walking like, yo, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. They telling me what happened. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Boom, we get in the house. We get actually left the scene, get back to the house, and they like, yo, we left I'm like, come on, fuck it, I'll walk with you back. Let's go get it. From the time it took us to leave wherever we was at to get to the house to walk back, the police just got to the scene. Like, that's how long it took for them to get there. You know what I'm saying? So they do whatever they do, blah, blah, blah. We get caught up on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They lock us both up. I'm drunk too. I'm fly, I'm drunk, you know what I'm saying? I got a pocket full of money. I'm talking crazy to the police. I'm young too, so you know what I mean? Like, nah, they like, get on the ground. Like, what? Get on the ground? I'm not getting on the ground. Like, what are you talking about? I just got this outfit. I'm not getting on the ground. Like, no. My hands is up. They automatically, as soon as they put me in a cold room, took all my clothes off, put me in a room because I was drunk. Like, I was drunk. I was drinking Henny that night, so I was really drunk. But I was walking, so I wasn't driving or nothing like that. But they locked me up. They locked my code up too. By the time I woke up from being passed out and drunk or whatever, he was gone. I went to go see the commissioner, but they gave me a no bail because I had just came home. I forgot to tell you that part. I had just came home from doing 5. I was only home for 90 days before I caught the next charge. So that's why I say, like, don't get like me, because I would just did time. 90 days later, I come home and catch another charge. You know what I'm saying? So, and end up getting 10 years, 15 years, first 10 no parole for the next charge, for the charge that I, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so long story shorter, when I go see the commissioner, my co-defendant, they let him go. Now, mind you, when the whole situation go down, we right here. I wasn't even there when the original situation go down, you know what I'm saying? But being that y'all came, I got a make my situation cool. So when y'all come, you know what I mean? And that just caused a whole nother situation. You know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, he ended up, I don't know how, but he ended up going, I take it to trial. I blew trial. You know what I'm saying? He pled the fifth on, so he ain't incriminate himself, whatever. I end up finding me not guilty for the shooting, finding me not guilty for the gun, but found me guilty for all the drugs. Which all the drugs was mine, but you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, none of that stuff would have happened if none of the, you know what I mean, other thing would have happened. You know what I mean? So they finally I truly got charged for everything that I got found guilty for everything that was mine. But I didn't get charged for everything that was mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got charged for the shooting. I got charged for the gun. Yeah, I got charged for everything that happened. I got charged for everything that happened. Yeah, I got charged for everything that happened. And I wasn't even it. I pulled up after it happened. Like, directly after it happened. But anyway, I did my time. You know what I mean? I ain't tell. You know what I mean? Kept it solid. Niggas did me greasy. To the young kids, like, your homie ain't your homie. You know what I mean? They your homie while you here. You know what I'm saying? And me and the nigga, I ain't got no problem with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool. Like, that's just how we was raised. We just don't tell. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Came out, he the one got away. But he just was in a position that he could have got me out the way too, but he didn't. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where your friend come in at. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell you. See, I wasn't telling. You know what I mean? You got off. You supposed to get me off when the questions was asked. You know what I mean? Just real quick, one question was asked, was you with so-and-so that day? You know what I'm saying? Did you see him with such and such? Did you see him do such and such? All you had to do was say, no, I didn't know. No. You pled the fifth. Protect yourself. Which I don't even fault you for doing that. You know, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So it is. I did 10 years, 3 months on a 15-year sentence. I'm home now. That's what we came to talk about. I'm home now. I'm doing okay. It was a struggle. I was working. I wasn't your best citizen inside. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A certain thing I just don't like to talk about.
Pause anyway.
Yeah. Brilliant concept for a movie that has been ruined in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. What? How do you turn that idea into reality?